So welcome to Wild now. The Menagerie Coast is lined with forests, and it's much warmer to you, Morty, here than where you've come from. Where you're walking, you can see fields off in the distance, corn. It's springtime, so the fields are grown, at least partially. And there's a nice breeze coming off of the ocean, which you can't quite see yet, but you can smell it. That salt air is very bright. Up in front of you is a hill, and you can see sparkling towers off in the distance. And as it tapers down, it kind of changes in color. The buildings are very diverse. It's hard to tell. It's kind of very noisy as you look at it. And as you approach the entrance on the northern side of Port Damali, you see a pathway. This particular pathway is called the Prism Path. It's made from all different color shells throughout the entire walkway. It's very bright and glistening in the sunlight. As you walk up, you've been through a lot. And there's a couple of guards that are just standing at the entrance of this prism pathway. And from where you are, you can see hovels directly in front of you.
Hovels?
Yep.
Oh, that's... What's hovels?
Hovels, little like rundown houses.
Okay.
Rundown houses. And as you approach, you can hear music off in the distance, kind of just off to your right. What do you do?
I go running to the music. Do the guards look familiar to me?
No, they don't look familiar to you, but they are watching you. They're not then trying to stop you.
I go running and saying hello and taking out of my coat a lyre.
A what?
The harp.
Oh, hello. This guard is much taller than you, and you can tell he's kind of young, but he's just like, what?
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
I've come to play a little.
Oh, okay. You know one of those. You know that string's broken, right?
Don't worry about it. I have a secret.
Oh. Well, follow that road behind me until you get to a crossroads. Take a right, go over the river, and you can follow the music from there.
Okay. I go running to the cross path.
There's kids running around with you. There are people everywhere, going to and fro.
And when I go, it's like left, right. I go to the right.
There's a little kid not too far away that just kind of like stares at you as you stop dead center in the middle of a square. And then he just goes back to it. You're weird. You're weird.
No, you're weird.
Okay, bye. He just runs off.
How rude. And I keep running towards the music.
Okay.
And I go running in SS, like in zigzag.
In just a very short amount of time, you run into the beaded alleyway. You can tell this area, it shifts. Instead of rundown houses, you have bright hanging banners. There's people selling things. You can smell food cooking everywhere. It's busy. People are buying and selling and trading, and you can hear music just up the road.
Am I hungry? How long has it been since I've eaten? Music first. And I keep going to the music, but taking a look of what they eating.
So you can see a few, cooked ribs. There's pretty much anything you want. You see these big piles of things you don't really know what they are, but like they sort of look like bugs, but then they have like a good sauce over
them. I stop and look inside one of the bowls, pretty close, very uncomfortable, close to whoever is eating that. What's this?
Guy's like, it's shrimp.
Shrimp, and I pick up one. How did
No,
you eat this one? That's rude. And I
get
keep
out of
going.
here.
And I keep going.
Okay. All right. So
Maybe
you,
not.
you can see the music now. There's a band playing on a center stage, and there's just a number of people around. And for now, that's what you see.
Okay.
All right. In the middle of a library, it's quiet. There's not a whole lot of people here in the early mornings, which is nice. In the corner of one of the rooms sleeps a Kenku. Good morning, Russell, and somebody pokes you.
Well, me being a Kenku, and in this world, Kenkus are said to be monsters by those who don't know actually what they are. I am fully, I get dressed in my full attire, which covers me from head to toe, showing none of my features besides a slit in my hood and mask that allows me to see. Because really, I don't really need to speak. I shouldn't be speaking. And I go about my daily routines, going over the books, seeing if all of them are there, and then going out to my to the area where people gather to pray and praying to my gods.
Okay. Well, following your prayer session, a dwarf that you know very well saunters up to you, and she's like, Russell, hey, and she like kind of lifts up your hood. Okay, you are awake. I never know. You're so quiet. Listen, I heard a rumor that there's a new bid out up in the beaded alley for shark hunting. Now I know you're not much of a shark hunter, but they're offering a number of scrolls for first place, and I think there's a couple of other offerings too. But I thought you might be interested to at least go see it. I know you're capable, so that's just a thought. Wanted to let you know. All right, see you later. And she leaves. She doesn't really like. She does most of the talking.
Before she goes, I wave my hand, and due to the restrictions of prestidigitation, I can't make words, but I can make what seems like fireworks in a little area.
Mm-hmm.
So, like sparklers is what I'm thinking, and I say that, and I spell out the word in sparklers. Thank you. In common tongue.
And she just kind of winks and waves, and she wanders off somewhere off into another part of the library. She's a similar researcher to you, but her interests lie in war. So do you go right away, or are you gonna go do some more things first?
Well, I was going to finish my prayer and then quickly, as my little feet could carry, move my butt over there.
Okay. All right. Do you do anything while you pray, or you just quietly pray?
I quietly pray.
Okay.
Because neither of my gods really require anything.
Okay. All right. So we'll shift over. So in the southern part of the Tumble Downs, finding places to stay is pretty easy, but especially for those that are Well, not as well off. There's a lot of places that you can stay. And in the center of one rundown building, two young boys are sleeping. One is just sitting. But as the morning comes to, the one boy sits up and just rubs his eyes. Oh, hey, Vallen. You know, it's creepy when you just sit and stare like that, right?
You're muted, Theo.
Sorry, dear. I didn't know just what to do. I just wanted you to wake up a little, but I didn't really want to wake you. So I figured if I stared holes in your face, you'd wake up sooner, but I wouldn't be responsible directly.
Shit. Okay. Weird.
Would you like some breakfast? We can go out and get some fruit.
No, what time is it? Holy shit. And he runs out the door. And before you can even follow him, he's just gone.
Wasn't he in the rush then? I guess we better go catch up before he gets himself into a spot of trouble, yeah? You saw him, he gets out of bed. He has, his skin is kind of palish, and as he starts to wrap up his brownish hands, let me make sure I got this right. I'm trying to do it from memory because I should have this down, but I'm not perfect. So here we are. What is it in description? Yes, autumn. Yes. He's light tan with a green tinge that seems to crawl up his body like as if he had vines in his vein. His hands and feet and ears all taper to from a dark brown at the tips to a lighter and fade into his natural color. He wraps up his head and his ears and his hands, but his feet, he kind of just rudimentary wraps. It's one between the toes. It's not fully covered, but his feet really just look dirty unless you know what you're looking at. And they're really his hands and up to his ankles with verdant green. Yeah, and his fingernails and his eyes have small green accents to them at the moment. He doesn't really have eyes per se, so much as a kind of shifting pool of stars with no real direction, and that's really it. It's just they seem to twinkle if you stare long enough, but it's still really unsettling because you can't possibly tell where he's looking. He normally has white hair, but that's kind of spiky, but it's down in this and turns to hard brown tips, and it almost looks like a crown of branches made out of his hair, but only if you look at it from the right direction. He just let's see, yeah, and that's it. He has a really warm and open vibe at the moment. Sorry, I couldn't remember all that.
Question, Theo. I don't mean to interrupt, but you're a
I-
druid.
What?
Are you a druid?
Nope.
Yeah,
Damn it.
You're a girl?
Are you just gonna?
What's the question?
Are you a woman?
Yeah, he asked if you were a druid.
Oh.
Oh, I understood. Are you a dude? A dude?
No, he said druid.
No, he said druid.
Yeah.
I kept my distinctions until I met you. But go on.
No, yeah. So yeah, he he wraps up and he the first thing he always does is he pulls the gun out from under his pillow, puts it in the side holster, wraps up his weapons, puts on his cloak with the hood, and gives a little snap. It's like, all right, dearie, time to go eat. And he steps out into the day. Rather quickly, because he's definitely going to catch up to his friend. Now, don't be left behind now. You got to get a little catch in your zip, okay?
The other human boy, who is much bigger than the other two, but younger, just sort of sits up and is like, why? And he just walks out.
Because you know how Lil gets.
And so as you're starting to walk out, by now, the halfling that had just tore out of the building is now already making his way back. And he comes up to you and he's like, Vallen, he's like, we way overslept. Twitch already has most of the contracts for the day. And we're going to have no work
Fucking-
today.
No, dearie, you're just not thinking. That just means we have a lot of contracts in the same place, doesn't it?
Man,
Come on, that oaf can't possibly stop us. We're smarter, we're faster, we're cuter. Mm.
Boss, I'm a halfling. He's a dragon.
I'm an elf. We all bleed the same in Damali. You know this.
And he just kind of gestures up the road towards where most people will go to bid contracts during the day.
But we'll see what we can get before we get handsy. Fair? Let's go. And he leads him. And the way Vallen moves through a crowd is absolutely seamless. No matter which way the crowd moves, no matter, like, even if people stop or go, he just seems to meld in and move without hesitation, disruption, or really, like, he's just on a fucking mission.
Give me some dexterity checks.
Sorry, I was doing the urchin background because he moves
I
through
know.
town. Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Yes, ma'am. You know what? No questions. Sorry. 23.
Okay.
Where are
Doing
we
what?
rolling?
Two more.
Two
Can
more.
we roll
Oh.
this?
Nope, just you can roll real dice if you want. I don't care.
Or I mean,
10.
what did he roll?
Okay.
Oh, fuck!
All right.
All right. I now know the limitations of my background.
On the northern side of the area where all the bands go to play. It is a very lively day today. Spring has sprung. People are selling all sorts of things. It's a good vibe to the air. But like, I mean, you know you're about to go pick a fight.
Maybe. If he has to.
As you're approaching this area, you're moving like you normally do. But all of a sudden, there's just this glaring green coat and glaring red hair. And it just offsets you and over you go.
Oh. Fucking
I'm so sorry.
shite.
I'm so sorry, and I tap his face like this. Are you okay?
Oh my goodness! Please, sir, help me up! Oh, you knocked me clean off, and he stumbles into him. Sleight of hand check. I don't even. He's just taking whatever's available. He doesn't really care at this point. He's just gonna take it and go. He's like, "Oh, thank you, dear. You've been so shit." It's an 11.
This strange-looking elf with like hollow eyes just all of a sudden reaches into your coat and like
Well,
grabs
doesn't he
you.
have to roll a perception or something against it?
No, passive perception.
Passive. That's right. Fucking
I
nutty
have,
butts.
I have 11.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Oh,
Do you want something?
oh, dearie. No, goodness. I'm so
Maybe
sorry.
you want some money, and I take out a big bag this size, and I do like this, and sounds like a lot of coins. Money is so fun, and I keep it inside. And I keep tapping his face. Let me go. I got to go to the stage. It's my turn now.
All right, go onto the stage, boyo.
And I go pushing people, fighting, not fighting.
He starts putting
like-
his hand up and snapping, so that basically Jules and Izzy know and Lil know where to go. He's like,
They're definitely not anywhere near as fast or as dexterous as you.
well, I know
They
that's
are-
like he's waiting for him. That's just
Yeah, it's gonna be a wait. As this anomaly tears away from you, a piece of paper floats out of his coat and lands in front of you. Hold on. This is gonna take you.
Oh, sir,
Just-
sorry, I dropped something. Oh, crazy, so far away.
All right, I'm just gonna share this with the rune lords.
All right.
I know what it is.
Should be able to see it.
I literally got a message that said, you sent a photo. It's not the photo.
Yes,
It's just a message that says, sent a photo.
Yes.
It's Tedic.
It's not working. Work for me, you piece of shit.
Go onto your computer.
Oh, wait, yeah, I'm not streaming. I'm just recording. I guess I can.
Facebook.
I don't do Facebook. I'm literally going to delete it off my phone again.
Do you want it
Oh,
on
shit.
Twitter?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes. Yes. Oh, my God, I'm uploading this video. I don't care. Download image right now, adding to stream so that everybody can see the... Oh my God! I'm speechless.
I mean, it's just a couple of photos I downloaded and put it the already one I had of Tedic.
Honestly, bro,
It's still amazing.
like, I don't even
Yeah. Is
like.
this a concert of Tedic the Piper?
That is.
All right.
Oh my goodness, I am.
But
Yeah.
Russell, as you also make your way up to the areas where most of the contracts that are posted for the day, hangout, competition, just your standard billboard. As you head there, there's a lot of people there today, and you're used to being around this area. Like, this is more than normal. And as you pull up, you just slowly have to kind of make your way, knowing that everyone just kind of is very weirded out by what looks like a pile of walking books.
Is that Austin?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to try to make my way through to the board to see what I can grab.
Okay. As you do so, you are also, make a perception check.
Okay. Where's... You mean investigation? Nope, perception. There it is. Apparently lagging. Well, it's going to be a 1.
It's going to be a 1.
No.
Aw.
Oh, thank God. It's an 8.
It's an 8.
Nice. And then
11.
what am I? What is going on?
There it goes.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
A non-player perception.
So yes.
My
You,
passive perception is 13, though, if that makes a difference.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily. You also see this bright red hair, bright green jacket getting up onto the stage. It's not alarming to you, but it's just wow. Very bright. And then you continue to kind of move forward. Meanwhile, as you walk past an elf doing this, and you think they're very strange.
I'm gonna put a light on his finger. On his pointer. Nope, I can't. It's touch.
Aw, you can still touch him.
I'm gonna jump up and tap his finger.
Just try to high five him.
That's what it's gonna look like. Yeah.
When he realizes what you're doing, he helps make sure your books don't fall.
Well,
It's like, well, thank you, Thierry. That was so kind of you.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see a light on your finger,
What the fuck was that running?
and it just disappears into the crowd.
I think a bag of rags just turned my finger on. Ain't that some? He's keeping like a mental note of where that bag of rags and books went.
The band that was currently playing just sort of stops, and they just kind of look at you. I mean, they're finished with their song, maybe not their set, but the leader is just, can we help you?
Me or Theo with
You,
the
you.
singer? Yeah, it's my
No,
turn.
Yes,
My turn.
it's your turn.
Yeah, I
Are
have
you
to
on the
play
set
now.
list? And what? And he just kind of he walks past you. He's like, hold on. And he walks
play the
back.
harp.
He walks
Pling,
back
pling, pling.
behind the stage. It's now or never.
While he's going down, I try to climb up the stage. I don't go down the stairs. I climb.
Okay.
Is that a roll?
Yeah, go ahead and make me an athletics check. Try to climb up the stage instead of using the stairs.
That's a D20, right?
Yeah.
12.
Plus your athletics, whatever your athletics is hitting on.
Oh, but that's I know.
Strength. So yeah, that's a 12. That's a 12. It takes a minute. Your feet slip a couple times, but you get up there. Your harp kind of twang as he goes up.
I go no taking care at all of it. Conk. Yeah. Climb up, and nobody is in the stage.
I mean, there's the rest of the band behind, just standing in sheer confusion as the leader has walked off stage. And the drummer is just like,
shut up. No, shut up. Why aren't you shut up? And I turn to the crowd. I bow.
Okay, give me a performance check.
No, not yet. That's what's funny. And I go down and it starts sounding a perfect harp, like super harmonic. And suddenly also a drum and a trumpet and pipes and all kind of instruments. And I just go like this, like a rock and roll artist. And only for just 1 minute and then stop. And that was my reaction. And then the moment I stop, one of the chords boing, breaks.
There's an old man in the corner that's just like,
do you want performance now?
Yeah.
Because that I have. That's a 10 plus 5, 15.
Not bad. Not bad.
And I start throwing flowers to myself from my coat.
Right as you exalt your feathers.
Flowers.
Oh, flowers. Okay. The leader of the stage comes back, or the leader of the band comes back up, and he's like, "You're not on a set list." And right behind him is one of the Lezzos, which are the police officers of Port Damali. We're gonna need you to step off the stage, sir.
You want an autograph?
No, please get off the stage.
Didn't you like my song? It was beautiful.
We need you to leave, or we're gonna have to make you.
Okay, I'm gonna go clumsy down the stage again for the same path, not from the stairs again.
The vibe from the crowd is very strange. There's just a glowing light in the center of it, and the rest are just kind of looking at you and looking around. No one quite understands what the fuck just happened, and the band slowly starts to pick back up, and the mood starts to shift a little bit. But in the meantime, Jules runs up. Oops, sorry. Jules, seeing the light and the snapping, runs over and he's like, "They're already taking off down this way. Like they've got all the contracts for today."
Oh, he takes off booking. He's like,
Uh,
and he's like, "We got a plan B, but let's move." It's like,
can I see the
we've got a
finger
plan B, but we
before
got to
that
move.
Do a perception check.
Oh, perception.
No.
Oh, me.
Yeah. Oh. Morty.
11 plus nothing, just 11.
Yep. I mean, it's a light on a finger.
That's now booking ass.
So I can do the same. I can also put my finger up and make it shine. Like, maybe we can make it trendy in concerts. All and right. I turn to the.
Then you see the light start to flash.
And light 10 fingers.
The light starts to flash a little bit as he starts to run, and he's like trying to like hide the light and shit, like as he's fucking just straight booking ass, like, but like it's like trying to hide it in his fingers and his hand, like he's got it. It's really around his glove, so he has no idea how any of this magic is really happening. But it's a fun light show.
This is ridiculous. So Russell, as you walk up to the board, which you've done 100 times, and you've seen a lot of people there, you see 3 younger boys. They're in their older teens, and they're just literally pulling all of the posted board notes down instead of like letting other people see them. They're pulling them and they're starting to take off with them. And one of them is, as you kind of look, is this blue one with a shark on it, and all you can see is scroll before it gets yanked down. And these kids they're moving fast. Are you going to stop them?
Austin, that's you.
Oh, I'm muted. I'm gonna send my Raven in there.
Okay.
To distract and hopefully get in there to get that one shark one.
Okay.
Something flying at your face is very scary. I know that.
Yeah.
A pitch black raven that is
I had a bat
like obsidian is coming out and diving at them.
Scary as shit.
Right. So I guess, do you have to cast for that, or what is there anything in particular? The Raven's just going for that piece of paper.
The familiar can attack in combat.
I think he's trying to just distract the boys with the bird while he grabs the thing. Is that what you said?
That's pretty much it.
All right.
Okay.
The familiar can act as a distraction in battle, but cannot attack.
And you can use touch spells through your familiar, which is
not
later.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, later.
So the boy that he's started to go after is just like, and he's just like, he's got it like held up, and he is just running. He's starting to take off, and he's trying to swat this thing away. Papers aren't quite flying everywhere, but he's distracted. He's not paying attention to you, but he is in motion.
Oh, my Raven's on him, and I know where my Raven is.
Okay. So you're following him. Meanwhile, the kid with the finger that you turned on is all of a sudden, like, you see a bright light that's like blinking every so often. Another bright light behind it, 10 of them actually, that's just like following.
I'm dancing with the music.
Ridiculous. And in front of you, Russell, is these 2 younger boys, and then a larger dragonborn. Dark scales. he looks like a black dragonborn. You're not 100% sure because everything is chaos right now and there's so many people. But you can tell there's motion headed in two directions towards an alley out the back of the performance area. So it seems like there's a lot of people to follow. So I don't know if you want to run or just follow.
I mean, there was promise of scrolls, which in my opinion is very key to me. So
Yeah.
I'm booking it.
Okay. So
I've been booking it
ready.
since my Raven was on him.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So down through the alleyways, the beaded alley, there's just colors flying every which direction. The Dragonborn, whom no one knows if he actually has anything because no one can see. He's just so far up in front. So he goes right, and the other two stay running. So who? I'm gonna guess it goes.
You want to roll initiative?
Boss. No, just give me like a marching order for who is where, because I think it would be Boss, then Morty, and then
Wait, I know.
Yeah, Morty's not
following.
with us. He just made the lights and danced
I
where
was
he
just
was.
listening
you're
to the
just
band.
I thought you were following him.
No,
Sorry.
I just
Okay.
saw the lights and copied.
Okay.
So
So it's Voss and then you following him and Voss's two henchmen. So you're following 6 people.
yeah, I would be technically right on the heels as close as possible
that's
to
right.
the boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What the heck? I just lost a page. Give me 1 second. There it is. Okay. So you're following. We have Boss right behind him. As you guys are starting to run, Morty, you get kind of run into a second time by a larger, bigger kid. This one, give me just a strength check.
Hey.
16.
Okay. So he almost knocks you over. You're not prone, but he really ran into you. Like rude as hell, just didn't even see you and is blaring
rude.
past you.
That's rude.
And he's like, whatever, dude, and he like flips you off and keeps running.
That's so rude.
You chase after him, or are you just gonna go back to your concert?
Yeah, I put my sleeves up and I go after him.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna teach him that lesson. Not to be
All
rude
right.
in public.
Sorry, I keep losing my counter. Give me just a second. Okay. Let's see how I do this. All right. So first off, I guess it will go Russell and then Voss and then Morty running down this alleyway. Morty chasing after one of Voss's friends, and Voss and Russell chasing after these 3 kids who stole everything. So go ahead and roll me initiative.
This is bad.
17.
8.
Okay.
By the way, I'm not super tall. It's just normal stature. Very crazy red, orangey hair. Shirt and pants goes on the same color. I have no shoes. And a very red green coat.
9, I think.
And
Yeah, I got
send
9.
you this.
Have you ever heard of the Traveler? He would love your coat.
Let's see. Okay, that's
We're
I
not
down.
streaming.
don't know who's the traveler in the
No.
series, but I haven't watched.
I was for the
haven't
last
seen
one,
much of
not for
him.
this one.
Does that mean I can give him the tablet?
And
Right now, yes,
then-
sorry. I should be
Thank you
okay.
for letting me know.
I apologize.
Yep, I got a 9.
All right. Okay, and you got a 9, and Rep got an 8.
Jeez.
What just happened? Sorry. And he got nothing because he ain't playing. Okay. So the two younger boys rolled 20s. So they're both going to run all of their feet that they can down this down this alleyway. The boy who ran or who Russell is chasing is the one that you know has the contracts for that day. The other two, you don't know if they have anything or not. You have no idea. So he is now approximately 30 feet in front of you, but he's saving his action. He is now pulled out a weapon and he's running with one hand full of paper and the other one with a weapon because he knows he's being chased. What just happened?
That was my roll for my familiar since
Yeah,
for this kind of
familiars.
combat, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
he has a 16 because he has a +2 to Dex.
Okay. So he will go. He's gonna go after that one.
Yeah, I'm not going to use him for everything for every combat. Just this one seems more kind of less combat based.
You're
Okay.
using him like a no damage hunter mark. I think it's sexy.
I'm going to have him try to get in there and grab the scroll from the kid.
Okay.
Because he has a 50-foot flight speed naturally.
Okay. All right. So he'll go after boss. The one you are chasing, the one that you want, also gets 30 more feet in front of you. And he isn't. He does have something. You can tell just by the way that he's. Or I'm sorry. I apologize. I confused them. So Bandit A is the one that just ran ahead. Bandit B and readied his sword. Bandit B is just running. He's the one with the papers, and he'll be the one that you go after. He's the closest to. So next, up to you, Voss. You are about 45, almost 50 feet away from them behind Russell. So you can see the books flying around as they're running down the. That's who you see, and you can see the one bandit that is beyond him.
I'm personally going for Vrondis.
Okay. Twitch.
Yeah, I'm personally going for Twitch. And that means
he is the furthest ahead. So
yeah,
a good
exactly.
solid 70, 80 feet away.
All right, I use this turn to full sprint, absolute dash action, whatever doubles my speed.
Okay.
And I move 80 feet.
Okay. So you are quite within range of him. He's about 5-10 feet away from you, but you're on it.
Yeah. Can't outrun me, Scales. Oh wait, sorry. You can't outrun me, you tailed fuck. Wait, does he have a tail?
Dragonborn
yes.
have tails.
Not all of them in this world.
There's two different kinds, yes, but where's the page for that?
Dragonborn is like half dragon looking.
Yes.
Guy.
Yes. It's not in this world, it's not dragons had sex with. It's
my grandma have sex with a dragon.
No. This race was created by dragons in a parallel world to serve them, and then they kind of seeped over here during a cataclysmic event, and now they're here.
Okay.
That's literally
Yeah, I thought it was. Oh, this is Dragonborn
are different than half dragons.
No, I mean wizards can be dragon something.
Oh, like sorcerer, like the draconic bloodline.
Oh,
Yeah.
that I was mistaken with it.
All right.
Okay.
So, in the book, there depicts two different types: one with the tail, one with not. Draconic bloodline, Dragonborn has a tail. He's smaller, skinnier, and then there is the Revenant Dragonborn, which is the specific kind. So I'm just going to say, hold on, let me find. But continue on. Let me just find the city. I'll calculate later.
Oh, it's Draconia.
Yeah, no, but I'm trying. Like they go into detail on the
Oh,
little
The
the two
Ravenites.
different sections
Yeah.
in that, which is the difference between the two races and what they're called.
Fair. All right. But yeah. So yeah, he's running. He's like, oh, I'm. He's just like in his mind. He's like, I'm gonna grab his tail and I'm gonna throw him when he gets the chance because he can't. Oh, and he's reaching into his pocket to grab some ball bearings.
Okay. All right. So now it is. Sorry, give me just a second.
Or would
Run
using the
out
ball
of-
bearings be the bonus action?
Ball bearings could be a bonus action.
Wait, sorry, rephrase that. Can I use the one ball bearing as a bonus action to throw it at him to try and get him to stumble?
Uh,
No, that's an attack action. Continue. I'll just. It's okay. It's not an offhanded thing. It's a continue. It was just. I heard it out loud. Let's go.
Run out
Okay.
of battery in my cell phone, so I don't have a camera anymore.
All right.
Sorry.
oh no. Okay. All right. He looks back. He looks back behind you, and he's like, "You don't need this. You've been nothing but a pain in my ass. Fuck, just give up, man." And he keeps running, and he sprints a whole another 60 feet ahead of you, and takes a right down an alleyway. And I'm gonna give him just a dexterity to see if he. Oh yeah, he did. Okay. So he's turned right. You don't see where he's gone. And the other two boys are now running up on you, and they definitely, but you can tell as you kind of look behind you, they have all sorts of papers in their hands too. So
I forgot those people behind me. I definitely should have dropped those.
Russell, what are you doing?
Can I see the little kid with the scroll that I am after?
Yeah, you can see him. He's a bit further away from you, and your bird is on him.
Hideous laughter.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hideous
Save
laughter.
DC will 14. 30 feet.
Will 14.
Yep.
Okay. Just gonna give me a will save?
Yes, my bird would have distracted him because I believe
Okay.
I go after my bird.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Your bird would have gone before the captain. Sorry.
Yeah, so he would have just stayed on the kid if possible, without using his action, and then
Okay.
used his action to distract.
Okay. And yeah, that kid's just running with his head down. He's not looking where he's going. So he is not paying near attention. He has not seen Twitch disappear into an alleyway. Nothing.
All right, well,
I don't know what his save would be because I don't have. Sorry, give me a second.
let me see. What is his base class or race?
So he's just a human.
Yeah, no, but like, is he a thief or like that?
Oh, he's like a bandit. He's just
Okay,
a
'cause-
random bandit.
Then I have my book and bandits. Bandits. The wisdom and intelligence is +0. So they have no saves or anything like that.
Okay, so then that would just be a
Straight roll.
success for hideous. Oh, okay, of wisdom.
For his save throw, yes. If it is under 14, then if
Yep,
he fails and he goes
Okay.
prone.
Okay, so he's running with his head down, and all of a sudden he just starts, and he just falls to the ground. And he is just, I mean, he's in a knot. Like, he's not just like throwing papers everywhere. He's like holding and he's shaking on the ground. Boss, you see this. You see this kid just all of a sudden just flat out, and he's like laughing in not the best way.
Oh, he doesn't give a it's not Jules or Lil, right?
From here you can tell though, like they're a bit further behind.
All right.
Russell.
Then he doesn't care. He's like, good, sweet, that's one less.
Okay. All right. Sorry, let me get back to where it was. Okay. Morty, it's your turn.
So what's the situation?
So you decided to chase after one of Voss's band of troublemakers because he flipped you off and was very rude to you. You see him running, and he is slowly catching up to another boy that you don't recognize. In front of them, you can see what looks like a pile of walking books. It's just completely covered. And then in front of that, you see a kid laughing on the ground, just like giggling and like
And
kind of having convulsions.
how far am I?
I would say you're about 60 feet
And about
from.
the spells, being this a season 0, I don't have any spells prepared, or so can I go with any spells?
Yeah, you can pick whatever because it's not. The point is to try things you want to try.
Okay, I start screaming at the boy, "Hey, wait up! Wait up for me! Why can't we be friends?" And I cast a spell charm
Oh,
person of him.
okay. The kid that flipped you off just slows down and he stops and he's like, "We're trying to get money. You should help us. Come on!" And he keeps going after that. But you sort of catch up to him, and he definitely feels friendly. He hasn't really noticed what you've done.
He's not looking at me.
By the way,
I'm pointing the finger like, Yeah.
skinny Dragonborn are called Dragon Blood, Draconic Blood,
Mm-hmm.
and the ones without the tails are the sturdier ones, who are called the Revenant.
Mm.
Ravenite.
Oh, those are Ravenites.
Yeah, they're the tough, no-tailed frontliners, and the
So he's a dragon blood.
tailed ones are the intelligence and charisma-based ones. So it's up to you on which one is the leader.
Right. Oh, son of a bitch! I just. I'm so mad. Sorry, give me a second, guys. I erased our initiatives, and I don't know how to get them back.
Do you want us to roll again, and then you?
It was.
I remember mine was
No,
17.
I see them.
Oh.
That's the. I can
It
get
was
those back. It's just gonna take me.
17.
second.
No, Teo 20.
Oh,
The crowd 17, Austin 8, and me 7.
Okay.
The,
So that
the
puts it
crow
there.
was 16.
Okay. All
Close
right.
enough.
I got it. We're back. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So you've cast Hideous Laughter on one of, or not Hideous Laughter, Charm Person.
Yeah, and I scream him to wait for me.
Okay, he waits.
But when I get closer, I get super distracted by the guy laughing, and I forget about the charm one.
Okay.
And I go, "What's so funny?"
And he
Tell me
just-
what's so funny.
He's just laughing on the ground.
I
Laughing on the ground.
just next to him, kneeling,
Okay.
looking at him, laughing.
All right. Let's see. So that's Rev's turn. Okay. The second bandit, he's still running. He is very quickly coming up on you, Vallen. And as he gets up next to you, he's gonna go ahead and try to shove you just out of his way. He's just gonna try to push you.
We're watching
can I make
They're
like an
close enough to
acrobatics
see.
check to try to like spin move and let him like fly into someplace?
That's a dodge.
That's a
thing.
dodge. Nope. Okay, thank you.
I think.
No, I don't.
I've seen not doing that. It's like he does something and can he dodge? I think.
Well, those
Oh
are
no,
for
that's
attack.
different. That's for damage.
Yeah.
This is more, I guess, for story purposes. You know.
Yeah, this would be a straight roll off.
Yeah. Roll me a strength check.
Oh,
Strength
I
and
can't use
dexterity,
acrobatics to spin move.
Oh, you're trying to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Then do dex.
All right.
We're seeing this, right? We're close enough to.
Yeah, you guys can-
22. Thank you.
Okay. Yep, you just out of his way, but he does get past you and he just keeps moving. So he's now probably about 10 feet in front of you.
All right.
And he doesn't know where Twitch has gone either, but he's running.
All right.
The other bandit needs to make a will save.
The laughing one.
Yeah. Yeah, he makes it. He's
Damn it.
17.
Oh,
And he's slowly just kind of
are you okay? And I pat him in the back.
And half his movement to get up.
Yep, and he uses half of his movement to get up, and he just starts trying to go again. He like just looks at he looks at Morty. He's just like, "Get away from me!" And he keeps going. So he moves what, 15 feet?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
It's just his movement half his movement is spent. Nothing else.
Yep. All right, and that is his move. Val, it's your turn.
Yeah. Full sprint into. I'm following Twitch.
Okay. All right.
I'm not even messing with this dude. I'm like moving right out of his way. This dude
Okay.
ain't. I'm not. That's not my focus.
So he sees you. He sees you. He thinks you're chasing him. So he's gonna keep trying to run.
Mhm.
Again, you see he has all the papers, and so you take a right,
Oh,
and
can I get to the right without making a full like all of my action run? Or
Yeah.
no? All right, because I definitely am gonna like do the whole. I'm gonna throw some before I actually it's a bonus action, so I can still do it. So yeah, I'm just gonna use my caltrops as a bonus action and try and like throw them in front of the dude running. You know what I mean? Like I got
okay.
like I got like a fucking gigantic handful. You know what I mean? Well, not gigantic,
Yeah.
but so
Enough to make it
yeah.
slow him down.
I'll count off 100 from what I have. Is that
Okay.
fair? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I do that, and then to try to slow the guy with the papers down, but then I still follow Twitch.
Okay. So you turn the corner. You make it about another 20 feet before you hit another cross path. Give me a perception check.
Yes. 19.
Just a little bit ahead, you see a tail disappearing down another alleyway. That's all you got, yeah?
Unless I can use the rest of my move actions to keep to like go, because I use the things as a bonus action. So if I can use my action again to try to break that, like distance.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You follow up to the tail. He's still trying to get away. He sees you though. You're up on him.
It's like, you're so slow. Come on, dragon boy, just make this easier on both of us.
Yeah, the crazy thing about rogues is that they can use their bonus action, their action, and movement to move.
Yeah. Yep. Hang on a second. 1 second.
I haven't even done my fucked up trick yet.
Oh, I got more in my bag.
We've been playing for 5 minutes. Keep your tricks still.
Shh, I have one trick, okay?
And I have one trick too. Well, I have
and
many tricks.
and you used it the first thing you did.
I have one fucked up trick.
Mr. Jump On.
Oh, I have a very messed up trick that I will pull out if this kid doesn't give me the scroll that I want. Because that's impeding my my goal.
I think I've get lost a little. Did they steal from Austin?
No.
No, they've stolen. No. They've taken all of there's a contract board where they get their money from. it has all the contracts that are listed up there, and they've gone and they've stolen all of the papers and all of the contracts.
Yeah, like in Witcher, except for
Oh,
somebody gets there
and-
before Geralt.
Austin wants the paper.
Yes.
And yeah, he has one that he wants specifically.
Mhm.
And this is Voss's bread and butter.
I want justice.
Man, you just wanted a friend, I guess.
I want to teach some models.
So, okay. Let's see here. So he turns to you and he's like, he shows you his hands and he's like, I don't even have what you're freaking looking for. I don't even know what your freaking problem is with me. And he takes as many of his feet as he can. So he takes another 60 feet.
Whose turn is it now?
It is. Sorry, give me a second.
Everybody's before me.
I have so many. Okay, here we go. It is Russell's turn.
Okay. How close am I to the target?
You're about 10 feet away. He's gotten up and sort of gotten away from you guys, but he hasn't gotten to move very far because he's
Yeah.
slowed. Well, he
I'm-
was slowed.
I'm gonna get in front of him,
Okay.
hold out my hand,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to, with my other hand, use prestidigitation to say, "Give me the paper with the shark paper, or fall again."
And he just like looks down and looks at the words, and he's like, what? And he turns around to try to run the other direction, but he sees that there's this other magician there and two of well-known bosses, henchmen, like behind him.
Friends.
And he's just like, well, to him, it doesn't matter what you think.
Fair.
And he's just like standing there and he's like, you guys don't understand. We're fucking starving. And he starts to like back up. He's like, we need all we can get. He's like, I don't even know what you're talking about, Shark One. And he starts kind of like, huh?
I'm casting Tasha's again.
Okay. He'll make a little save.
We have 2 common spells now.
Those are my 2 spells for the day.
I mean, I also have hideous laughter and prestidigitation.
Oh.
Prestidigitation's a cantrip.
Yeah. Well,
That's what
That's
I've been
my
using for
favorite.
the words.
yeah, I know. That's
Yeah.
super cool.
He starts giggling again and he just falls to the ground and he's just, you can tell he's giggling, but there are tears running down the sides of his face.
My crow lands on him and looks him square in the eyes, ready to peck out.
And he's just giggling. He can't do anything else. He's just laying there.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. All right, Morty, it's your turn.
So I'm gonna start running with the guy I charm,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna ask, why are we running?
Or he
Why
kind of he kind of just looks at you. He's like,
Hey, you
I already told you. These guys are taking all of our money. And he starts.
We can allow that. Let's go. And I cast my hand for later, maybe, and just
Okay.
gonna run until we catch up with this. Or are we there already?
You guys, where you guys are right now is you're with it's you, Russell, and then the one bandit who was running with the papers.
Yeah,
The other. Go ahead.
we running this turn. How close
No,
we get?
Oh, to who are you trying to get to? Because there's a bandit that's further away. He's the
Oh.
one that's like furthest away. That's the one Theo threw caltrops in front of.
Just the next one I find. If probably the one Austin cast the spell.
Ball bearings, not caltrops. They don't do damage. They just create rough terrain.
Oh, okay.
Big
okay,
difference.
cool.
Yeah, we're not damaging
Sorry.
people right now.
I
So
could have.
yeah, you could have. So if you want to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
after the other guy, that's fine. So you're headed after him. You can get
So-
within. He's only 30 feet away, so you can
Well,
get up next to him.
I'm gonna follow Rusty. Is my new friend's name? The one I
Okay.
charm. I'm
The
gonna
one-
go with him.
Okay,
The one he decides to chase after, I'm going with him.
Okay, so Jules is gonna go after Bandit A. So that's who you guys are going after.
My friend is Jules.
Mm-hmm.
My slave friend. I'm gonna call him.
Oh God, your charmed friend is Jules. He's gonna know what you did.
Yeah, but later. I just roofing my friend.
All right, so I mean, you guys are you blow past Russell and the giggling kid, and you come up on this other bandit who's starting to try to run across these ball bearings as he goes. So you've caught up to him. You're within touching range of this guy.
Already.
You weren't very far. He's
that the
only
guy?
30 feet away.
Is that the guy?
Yeah, that's one of them.
I tap him with Mage Hand
Okay.
just so he knows that he turns around. Maybe slowing him for an instant. Just what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, he just turns and looks, but he's still getting ready to book it.
Mage Hand is not invisible, right?
No.
It is. Let me see here.
No, I think it's not because there's
It's
a feat that makes
translucent.
it-
There's feats that make it invisible.
So he sees a floating hand tapping in his
A spectral
shoulder.
floating hand, yes,
Yeah, so it's visible.
but
Okay.
it stays where it is, and then with your turn, you can move it 30 feet.
Or only 30. Do I reach him with that?
Yeah, you can touch him. Yeah.
Oh,
You still got 30 feet to go because you're like at him.
I touch it still with the mage hand.
Okay.
Hey, wait up for us.
I ain't trying to wait for you. I ain't trying to wait for you. I'm trying to get away from you.
Stealing is wrong.
What do you know?
I take out a badge, a police badge from my coat. I'm with the
God.
police. Stop it. and I elbow Rusty or what's his
Jules.
face? Jules.
Yeah. Oh God. Jules just kind of looks and he's like, "That's not what the Zalezo use.
What do they use?
Weapons." And he's
I mean, I'm not gonna do anything else because it feels like I've done too many actions and bonus actions.
Okay.
So next turn.
Okay. So the bandit, difficult terrain. He can only make it 30 feet, but he goes 30 feet. He goes 20 feet down this hallway and takes a left. So he is out of your sight. So now it is Bandit B. He gets to make his will save for his giggle. No. He just continues to giggle. All right, boss, it is your turn. He is now 30 feet away. Or no, 60 feet. I'm sorry. He's 60 feet away. And around a corner. And you're also probably muted.
Okay, thank you. All right, yeah, no, I'm chasing him down. So like, that's the thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If I can get close enough, hell, if I can run past him. Yeah, if I can run past him, like I'm just trying to head him off. Like I'll use acrobatics to like jump off the wall. You know what I mean?
Parkour.
Like the parkour.
Okay. Go for it. Cause you're gonna use
13.
your action to parkour. Okay. You're not really graceful. He's not impressed, but you do it.
All right. I get in front of him and I'm like, slow down. You haven't even given me a chance to talk yet. All you do is slither away.
Smiles at you. He's like, "No, you can't see 5 feet in front of your face. Do you realize I'm the distraction?"
Aye, aye, but you're also the brains. And why go for whatever they have when it's all gonna end up with you anyway? You're playing checkers, boy. This is dragon chess.
He just kind of looks at you. And he's like, I don't have time for your
Now,
fairy
now.
bullshit.
Now,
Get out of my face.
I happen
I
to
don't
be in
have
a good
anything you
mood.
want.
I want to speak with you. He hands away from his weapons, although he does keep the cloak closed so you can't see his gun. You know what I mean? Because he's careful about hiding that. And he's like, I come with a conversation. If I wanted to attack, I would have. We both know it. But that's not what I'm here for. So let
do
them
you want?
fight it out. I want to eat. I want you to eat. I want to, like, not have to chase down every goddamn meal I have from a slithering fucking dragon. But you don't want to chase down your food from a beautiful elf, now do you? No, of course not. Something has to be done, boyo. We can hate each other, but we both need to eat.
Yeah, but if you don't eat, you die.
If I don't eat, I eat you.
I'd like to see you try. Get out of my face, you fucking fairy.
Yeah, that's pretty much that. That has to be the end of the turn. Like, we used it to talk, and that has to be the end, right? That's our 6 seconds?
That's his turn.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Russell?
I'm gonna grab the shark paper out of his hand.
Okay. All right, you take it. He can't do anything, so he's just on the ground.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use my movement to go back to the square with all the people.
Okay.
My bird's gonna stay on him though, and if he moves, he's gonna start pecking him.
Okay. So the kid's on the ground. He can't do anything. So you, Morty, what you see is this little crowish hand come out, snatch this piece of paper, and start making his way back down the alleyway where he came from.
Only see a feathery hand. I don't see him completely. Right?
It's more like leathery with slight talons, like hands.
Oh,
on
but
the
I
ends.
mean, I don't see your face or.
No, you see a large protrusion out of a covered hood that with just a mask.
And the bandit is a dragon, too. Right?
Hmm?
The bandit that he's laughing is another bandit. It's another dragon.
It's a little human kid, I think.
Sorry? It's a human. You're
One
mute.
moment. Her dog's barking, so she.
Yeah, her dog's going bananas, I could bet. Really Harley.
Yeah, I wonder why he's barking.
Twang, twang, flong. Yo, it's your
Yeah.
picture.
Sorry, that was ridiculous. Ask your question again.
The one that is laughing is a human or a dragon?
Human.
Okay. So I just notice and look how the talon hand guy goes off, but I keep running with Jules,
Okay.
my new best friend.
Your new best friend. Okay.
And
Okay.
how close are we? What's the situation in positioning?
So Jules is not technically in combat, so he is right next to you, and the other bandit is now going to be 30 feet away from
But
you.
they turn left or
Yeah.
right?
Yep. He turned left, but he's 20 feet and then 10 to the left.
Okay. Then we keep running, and I ask, "Is that the guy who stole from you?"
Yes.
Let me see. And I crack and the magic. And a little feathers fall from in a 20 feet square with that bandit in the corner, and I cast sleep. with all the feathers falling to his face.
So you're casting sleep on Theo?
No, he's
No,
casting
no.
sleep on my bandit.
I put the corner on the guy.
No,
so
on
he doesn't
the
affect
third
Theo.
bandit, right? The one that's not the dragon
Yeah.
or the laughing guy.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. He's
So
the
there was
he's the guy
something-
that's 10 feet the opposite direction from where Theo and
Well, but Jules told me that it was that guy, right?
Oh,
yes, he did.
one of Theo's men. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I tried to sleep that guy.
Okay. Go ahead. What save is it? Does it say?
Yeah, no, I have to roll. It's just they went away.
Oh, okay.
So I went to roll and
Oh, you're rolling hit dice. Yes.
I roll 5d8 and you have to subtract the HP
Mhm.
until
Okay.
you know.
Creatures
And-
within 20 feet of that.
And
Yeah.
I don't see creatures.
So any creature within 90
Yeah.
feet, and then then a circle on that area, 20 feet wide.
I don't think there's a saving roll for this. 5d8.
No, I think it's literally a hit
Yeah,
point thing.
it goes from the least powerful to the most powerful.
Yep.
And so, what's the number that you rolled for your 5d8?
25.
25. So it can affect up to
Yeah.
25 creatures
I mean,
with
if that-
one hit die.
If that guy has less than 25, he falls asleep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then it
And
goes
from
to the
what
next.
is left, goes to the next.
hmm Okay. So if there's no save, then you just hear, you don't see, you just hear a whoop and a tsh as what you assume is potentially papers and feathers going all over the place.
Magic. Magic
anyone-
man.
Yeah, is there anyone else within that 20 feet?
Oh, there's probably some people sleep. There's probably some other people sleeping. In the houses around that place that he just sat. I mean, this is a neighborhood that they're running through.
Yeah, I love
Um,
area of effect spells.
Yeah. So everybody in that vicinity, although you can't see them, they're probably behind walls. They're all asleep.
Oh, gee,
Just
God, Grandma
everybody
fell
take-
right asleep again.
Yeah, I
No.
was hoping they would catch Theo.
No.
Yeah,
They're too far the other fucking direction.
Yeah, it's the other one.
And-
Yeah.
and I wanted to make that guy asleep, and I guess it only was to make asleep one, maybe two. I
Yeah.
thought about trying to make Theo sleep, but I wanted that guy to sleep before Theo, and probably
Okay.
Theo was gonna sleep before, which would have been much better. Anyways,
So
so I ta-da to
Jules.
Jules.
Jules
We catch
kind of
him.
looks at the feathers and looks at you, and he's like, "Yeah, I still think you're weird." And he like
Okay.
runs around the
He's
corner,
friendly.
and he starts picking up.
Rude. I'm gonna teach you some more models. I'm gonna stay with you until you are nice and kind.
I don't know what you're talking about. He runs over and he starts picking up all of the contracts that particular bandit had. And for now, we'll call that bandit out of commission. The other one's still out of commission. So let's see. Bandit A is asleep, and he's just gonna stay that way. Bandit B gets to make his will save from Tasha's.
14.
Oh no! Oh,
Yay!
it's a fifth. No, it's a 15. It's a 15. It
Oh.
looked like a
Oh.
1. I was
All
like,
right.
no. He comes to and he sits up and he's just looking. Now he looks to his left and there's just feathers in places, and he's got like his papers, and he didn't know what he had, so he just starts picking up all of the things, getting it into a pile. He looks around, there's really not anyone around, and he just bolts the other direction. So
Yeah.
he's gone.
He still has my crow on him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I mean,
And where's
he's the crow.
Lil in all this?
Little is back a little bit further, but
All
he's
right, all
not.
right.
Like those two are just like watching mass chaos happen.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
And he would be trying to catch up to you, but he has lost you.
Yeah. Oh, he knows the deal. We catch up. He flanks. I'm already over here. He comes in this way. We know how it works, baby.
Yeah.
We got a team.
So he sits up. I guess he'll start picking things up. Does your crow do anything?
Oh, he caws in front of in his face and clamps down onto his shoulder.
Ah, boy. He kind of whaps it and he's trying to get his stuff and he just takes off. He's letting, I mean, he's just trying to get out with his contracts.
Okay. Unless he actually tries to hit my crow, it's gonna stay there.
Oh boy. All right. Well, he keeps following him, but he's going back to his. He's trying to shake this crow, and he's running all over Hill and Dell trying to get rid of it. But he is nowhere near the fight anymore. So we will count
Do
these
you want to
guys.
make it? You want to make an attack against the crow? You can.
Just out of curiosity.
Oh, this kid's just trying to get his money and get out.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, at some point, I'll say sure. He just as he's going, he grabs something off the side and just tries to poof, tries to hit it.
12 AC.
12 AC.
Yeah.
More than me.
I mean, that's the same as me.
No,
All right.
he misses him. Get off me, stupid thing! Why? You just somebody I'm sure can hear him yelling about things.
Yeah. Every time he yells at him, the crow
One
just
second.
caws back.
1 second.
Okay.
I mean, you're still
Why?
listening.
Why?
Yeah, well,
That
I mean,
sounds like
when
a
it's my
crow.
turn, I might need to
Yes.
click on things. So.
Yes.
By the way,
Okay.
when all this is going on, I'm making my character and my other character just in case.
No.
Beth is gonna roleplay now.
She's welcome to.
I don't think she wants to.
No!
I don't think so either.
That was fun. Sorry.
Saved it.
Woo!
Ooh.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you gonna play?
I wish,
No.
but we have two
Who's
kids.
smokeable?
I'm dying
I know.
right now.
Is it hot? Or are you sick?
I'm super sick.
Oh God, again? You guys
Yeah.
get sick so often.
I mean, they have
You
two
can
little
thank
babies.
Okanoshin for starting his first year of pre-K and catching everything.
Facts.
And it's only the most virulent viruses are out there now.
Yeah, of course.
Because it took him a week to kick this, and I'm on day 2, and I'm like, bleh.
Oh yeah, it sucks so hard. I'm like, I don't know. I've managed to avoid the last 2 plagues that came through work,
Nice.
which
That is not easy.
I don't know how, but I tend to.
What was the previous one?
Well, COVID went through, but also I don't know. There was some GI. Like it didn't seem like COVID, but it was just all GI, vomiting.
Fun.
That sounds like a
Yeah.
grand old time.
Mm-mm.
Is that the
No.
doozy here?
I have
Mowing
I have
around?
kind of a phobia of vomiting,
I
so
think so, yeah.
those kinds of viruses can just catch me later.
I think
Catch
so,
me
yeah.
later. I wish. You know what happened? Day 3 or 4 of Okanoshin being sick. I
Oh,
was
God.
taking care of him in the morning, first thing, and
Uh-huh.
he coughed directly into my mouth, and I
Oh.
felt it. I was like, oh, there it is. There it went. It found a home in my throat. I felt it.
No.
That's a mom's own bond that nobody can break.
Yeah, that's how we share our DNA.
everything.
Yeah, he's done that to me
Yeah.
multiple times. He's just sneezed in my open eyeball. It's
Ooh, that's
That's,
rough.
that's different. That's
different. No, it's the fucking same.
It's still-
There's nothing nice about that.
There's
No.
nothing nice. There's nothing nice
But
about
with-
that
with-
except you
with
put a
my
maternal
mom-
label on it.
With his mom is different.
With the mom, it's different.
With a mom, it's
Just
different.
assuming so.
Just
I mean, at one point in time,
if you say so, I'll have to
did
take your
share-
word on it.
Share
That's
nearly
fake.
I
everything.
love you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they still
Very
do.
fun.
Yeah. I mean, that's how my mother got all of her allergies.
From you.
Right.
My brother gave her allergic to milk, so she can't really eat dairy products, and for me, just everything else.
Everything.
I'm allergic to nearly everything, so
Aw,
That
that
sucks.
is a terrible thing.
Like-
And I know a few people like that.
like I started itching my arms after I was done mowing the lawn, so it's that bad. I had to take a
There's
shower.
hives everywhere.
No, it is not. It's not that bad. It just itches. Like I can
Yeah.
call that it itches, and it's from the grass. So
Sure.
I knew a girl.
it's not
She
fun.
was celiac. Is that the word for in English?
Yeah, gluten-free celiac.
Yeah, and besides that, she was a vegan.
I know.
So she ate water.
That is one angry looking dude.
So she ate water.
And that's the sound of his.
It was like, okay,
Oh, it sucks.
you've been dealt a bad card, and you choose to do it worse.
Help me clear out.
Yeah, right?
All
Oh,
right,
that's-
we're gonna take a quick 15-minute break.
Okay.
Okay, I need to get food.
Yay,
I'm
food.
gonna pause the camera so you can research a little.
Yes.
This is going good, but I forget to do the voices.
It's okay.
Maybe it's because of the action and the quick rave rhythm.
You said you forgot to do the voices?
Voices, yeah.
Oh.
Accent. No, accent. I'm not gonna do an accent because, I mean, I can do an English accent. I'm not gonna try. But voices.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. I can do some voices, but I'm not like super ingrained in the idea.
And also, I think the voice I've practiced, I've only practiced on pause and quiet moments like, hey, we can eat some worms, sea worms now. But
That's
while
why I like-
running,
That's why I like the idea of Russell. Because
Yeah,
I don't have to
I-
worry about accents.
actually, I like the idea very much.
Yeah, just look at that. Precipitation, words.
Yeah, the thing is, since I have also minor image, both of those can do the voice thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't thought of doing it with. And it's weird. How many actions, no actions, spells and cantrips can I use at the same time? Maybe not in
One.
combat, but you know,
This-
for
the spell
role-playing
would-
purposes.
For like say in 6 seconds, and your standard round, which is 6 seconds, you can do one spell, be the cantrip or like that, if it takes one action. Some spells, very limited, require a bonus action.
So, well, I tell you my case. I can do minor image, which is a mute image and mute illusion, and press that one.
Precipitation.
Yeah, at the same time to make the noise of that image.
In one round, no, because
No,
precipitation.
that's the thing. It's not for combat, out of combat, for role playing purposes.
Then probably yes. It will be up to the DM on how well
I mean,
that kind of thing
Because
tricks them.
I see very different while being in combat, while using the spells for the narrative story, like
Yeah.
trying to steal something, you know, follow more the rules, and then for role playing, that I think is I'm gonna be more free spirit that area. I'm gonna do whatever I want and how many times I want until Savi gets tired of me using a lot of spells in a day.
Yeah,
Well-
I mean, for the sake of the story, like as long as you're not trying to break the game, I'm not gonna be like,
That's
you know.
why I'm
So,
separating.
Yeah, so I like if you want to put on a show and people semi believe it or not, you know, like I'm fine with that.
Yeah, prestidigitation can make up to 3 different you can do it 3 times without breaking any of the previous ones. any image sounds or like that.
Actually, it was the smell one that called my attention more. Like, it's the one that goes better with minor image. Because minor image, the thing that can't do is smells. And that's also why I asked about Mage Hand being invisible. So I can combine things.
Yeah, so you can make things a little bit different. You're muted, Theo.
No, I'm not. I just wasn't talking.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, do we want to keep going?
Are we back?
Yes.
We can
Well,
be.
we never left.
Just you.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
God.
downstairs, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Austin got.
I was having too much fun to leave now.
I
So okay, where okay, so they've robbed.
Left. One asleep.
What?
One is asleep.
Yes. So one is asleep. So we got the one that Morty has put to sleep up, more like just not too far away. Theo and Twitch are having a very pointed conversation, and Russell has started to make his way back towards the music, and we left it at Vallen's turn. So you are back.
Like, where are we? Like, I'm feeling particularly generous today, Scaly Twitch. So how about you take a second, quit playing checkers, and start playing chess with the big boys.
I am at the listening range.
Not quite. Like you could hear voices.
Okay.
Actually, give me a perception check.
It was more about exactly what he said.
Yeah.
So each 4. No, 18.
You can hear voices. You can't hear what they're saying,
We're
but
getting
you
close.
can hear heated voices.
My
And
good friend Jules.
at this point, the Dragonborn Twitch, he's just like, "You're so fucking condescending, you high and mighty fly felt fuck." And he just goes to punch you in the face. Oh, and he misses. He literally goes right past you.
I just will say I spin around him because I'm still not attacking. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, listen here, you scaly freak. Just because you choose to slither when you could fucking soar is not my fault. I am not meant for this dirt. You and your black scales can slither around these streets as long as you fucking want. But me and mine, we're not going to go hungry in the process. No, dearie, I have mouths to feed.
You'll burn with the rest of them. And he runs away from you just about like 20 feet, turns and spits acid
I
down
use
the
as
down
a
the basically the length, not where you are. So like right to your toes, basically. He spits acid.
all right.
And he takes a turn down the next alleyway.
Question. In that time, can I use as a bonus action or a reaction to Misty step behind him? Because I'm vaguely positive when he turns and goes, ha, I know what it's going to do. It's whether I have a chance to do that or not that I'm questioning.
I don't think
It's first level. Fuck it. No, I don't. Sorry.
No,
I got
I was
it.
gonna say I don't think
first level.
that's a big spell. Yeah.
But yeah.
So no.
Then
Okay. And he turns down and he tries to get out of your sight as quick as he can. And you hear from over your shoulder, They're like, you hear Jules. He's like, boss, boss, can you hear me?
Aye, Jules.
And
You turn
I,
it, and
We
he,
got what we came for. We need to leave.
yeah,
The
boss,
Zalezo have been called.
quick.
it's better if we leave.
All right, he turns around and like kind of jogs back, but like notices the guy he bumped into before. He's like, "All right, yeah, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Come on, I guess we have a new mouth to feed. Let's go, boy."
Let's go. And I,
Damn it! No,
Yes,
his
I-
finger is no longer lit.
Oh yeah, and his finger's no longer
Yeah.
lit. Yeah, so he's like,
The, um,
Because concentration.
"Oh,
Yeah.
fair."
The
Do I see the
Uh,
other? No, I don't see the other guy that ran. Right?
no, the other guy he's hell and gone. The one that saved from Tasha's hideous laughter. Yeah, he took his contracts and he left.
All right.
And the as Russell's heading back down the alleyway, Little comes running up the alleyway and he grabs Russell by his robes and he's like, "You got one of the contracts." He's like, "They're gonna arrest us," and he just tears off down the street. And he's pulling Russell with him. He's like, "You got to run with me because obviously you're gonna be in trouble." So you guys head off the direction that you came, and at that point, you all converge. And Jules is like, "We need to get back to the hideout," and you guys take off down the street.
All right, let's move, boys.
to got the hideout.
Of course.
Whoever wants to give me a perception check.
Um. Eesh,
12.
Woo! 19!
nice.
Why? My roll is at 12, natural
Mhm.
12, but it's adding the bonus. But I know I don't have the proficient.
Because it doesn't really matter.
It's also
As
your
long as
stealth. Do you have a high stealth or dex?
No.
Oh.
Let
The
me try something and 18.
Perception is your wisdom modifier.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Then now I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Why did I say
Investigation is
dex?
4
If
plus
you look
2.
next to the skills, each one has a mod.
Yeah, no, I understood now the proficiency bonus,
Yep.
how it works with the black dots and how the bonus work apart.
Hmm.
What I
Okay.
thought is that the ones with the black dot, you can add up the bonus.
Nope, they're already
And
in
in
there.
the rest is just 0. Okay. Now I understand something new. So we're going to the hideout.
Yep. So you all are running. Russell, you can hear from back near where the music was coming from. The music has stopped, and you can hear the guards kind of coordinating. Check the main alleyways. Sweep through the city.
All right, well, I'm going to put the scroll into my bag, and I'm going to clean myself off with prestidigitation, and I'm going to then I'm going to continue with them. There's no point in. I don't know how the guards will react to me, so
Okay.
I'm continuing with the kid pulling my hand.
Okay. All right. You're going to stay with Little. All right. So you guys make your way. Give me a couple of.
Stealth checks?
Yeah, give me a couple of stealth.
Who?
Oh, I'll do that.
Shit.
All of
Were you
us?
kidding me? The first one is a 1. Wait, do I have advantage on stealth or no? No, I don't think I do. Right? I don't know how this
No.
works. It's just expertise. It's just expertise. It's not advantage.
If there's a green A next to it, then it always has advantage.
Okay, then that's the answer. I didn't know how the thing worked. So,
If you click
And
on
my
the
s-
numbers, it makes the math.
all right, I got a 9 and a 15 on my stealth.
I was about to say.
But
even
I'm not really
without that
trying to
skill.
be stealthy so much at the moment as be quick, to be fair. So
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay. Let's see. So 15. Where Russell, did you only do one?
I only did one because I don't
Yeah,
have
give me-
advantage.
No, just give me one more.
Oh, okay.
It's not for advantage. I'm testing something. Rev, give me another one too.
Yes.
Okay, that one's better.
That is the same thing.
Strangely
Okay.
enough, I have a +2 for stealth.
Nice.
Okay.
0.
You know that like where you're running from, they are like behind you, like one alleyway, and you can hear. I think I can hear him over here. And you guys are just booking it. You
I
guys
can
book
hear
it.
you too.
Oh, Morty.
I'm going. Can I
Hey,
shape?
new guy, shut. You gotta shut your fucking face.
Could I use shape water to make the ground behind us thin ice?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. Do it.
Nice. And I'm on the other side of that. I'm gonna drop some ball bearings.
That could lead them to us.
Trust me, we gotta go a little ways and a special place to get to our hideout. Now, Jules,
Magic.
hand over the things in case I got a poof.
And I cast a minor illusion of the sounds of steps going in another alleyway, different for us. Magic.
All right. So at that point, you guys are running and you hear just like the sound of metal just clanging everywhere. That sheet of ice, they were busy looking for people, not that. And then a couple seconds later, I think I hear him over here. And then all of a sudden, their voices are getting further away. Give me 2 more stealth checks.
And
23
every time we roll,
and 13.
everything goes
So
away
36
in
total.
from the left.
You can actually make it so that the game log actually stays up
Oh,
by clicking the lock.
oh.
I got an 11
you-
and a 19.
Okay.
So now I can roll.
I like that average better. Okay. So you guys, you're starting to hear the sounds of them going like in different directions. They're not quite behind you anymore. And at this point, you arrive at the same place that you woke up this morning, boss. A rundown house, no power, no running water. And
Does this
for the
place have running? Does this area have running water like that?
yes,
Okay. Sorry.
like not
Is
like
there a
no,
place?
you've got. I mean, it's just
Yeah, it's a little
like
shithole hovel thing.
beds, hovels, just places to lay down.
Is this all your place?
He stretches. He's like, "All right, boys, let's see what we got." And yes, this is our home. And he kind of like does the head nod for Lil and Jules to kind of like get to his side. You know what I mean? Like,
you must be
and
very successful.
we have some new friends with us, don't we?
I just go into a corner,
I don't-
presentation that clean, spotless clean, sit down, light my finger, and start going through the shark scroll.
I
like
look
his
around like as
style.
if he's not talking about me.
No, I'm definitely very much speaking about you, friend. I remember
I-
we bumped into each other. Now here we are again.
Can I see the little crow there now? It's a crow. Then I go
Oh.
like this again. Bird!
I am completely covered.
Yeah, you can't.
Completely. Okay.
Oh, you
I
you can
look-
only see like maybe a piece of what protrudes outward,
Yeah,
but it's hard
and
to like
I
differentiate.
try to look inside his hood. There's hiding here.
Maybe you can respect people's privacy. Not everybody wants people poking around what they look like, yeah?
And I scrap Theo's hair. Not Theo. Pass hair. You're so cute.
Boss?
Are you-
Boss.
Are you?
You're
fairy?
petting the elf. Okay.
Yeah, I'm petting the elf.
Oh boy.
The moment he said that, I turned to him. Are we smiling?
All right. Slide a hand to
funny.
see if they notice him pull the dagger out.
I'm
Okay.
engrossed in the scroll.
That would be a 23.
No, I don't see nothing.
All right.
It's
So
funny. I'm eating chicken.
we
And-
have
and
I
a,
don't see nothing. I keep.
It's at this
Okay.
point, Jules is like, man, I think we went after the wrong one. And you can see, like, he's got a pretty good stack of papers, but as he starts to, like, sort them out, and little is helping him, there's a couple of, like, wanted posters for the surrounding area with their receptive, like, price tags. And then there's, like, a lost cat. And then there's you.
Can I keep that one? I'm hanging with boss right now. Not boss, the other one, Jules, because he's
Yeah.
my friend. And can I keep that one with the cat
Sure. He gives him that one.
to the goat?
And he just kind of looks at Boss. He's just like, what the fuck?
Well-
And then he's like, and then we got this one,
Hey, Mom.
which is what?
When he's talking with mom.
Oh, I think he's talking to him.
Mhm.
With what looks like the same like multiple contracts of the same thing.
Mhm.
That maybe I'll wait till Austin comes back.
That's why I far forward.
Oh,
I'll wait for
he's
him.
talking to someone. Yeah.
Mhm.
Some dude is very angrily mowing our lawn right now.
Who is?
The dude who's supposed to mow our lawn, but he's like really angry about it.
Is angry at the mom.
I think he's
Okay,
angry he
yeah.
has to do his job. I really don't know. But dude is fucking pissed.
I'm a magic man. Magic. When I do, pew, pew, little sparks come out of the fingers.
I dig it.
What you gonna do with that dagger?
Oh, you didn't see it.
No, I don't see. I'm asking Theo.
Oh, out of
Oh, out of character. He would do something like throw it into your like pin you by the cloak into the ground or something. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna stab one of us. Don't worry. Especially on the first level.
No, what I ask is for is, I mean, if you wanted to make an impression with the dagger, don't make us.
Oh no. I would even use like sleight of hand to try and throw it, so you didn't see me kind of like throw it, and you just find yourself pinned. You're like, we all have our tricks. I've got stuff. I've got stuff.
Austin.
Yeah,
No.
he's talking with his mama.
Yeah.
Do
Oh,
we go on while?
Oh, we wait. Yeah, well, we can hold on the.
Russell.
Yeah. So Russell can be in his book for a minute here.
Yeah.
What you guys see over as you're looking is a flyer that describes a shark hunting competition.
A what? Sharp?
Shark hunting competition. It promises first place, second place, and third place prizes, which have to do with magic scrolls, semi-rare items, and it's very vague, but it's very much a flyer that says come shark hunt with us. And then it says, few days from now, hang on one second. Too many tabs. So many tabs, you guys.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Here we
Sorry
go.
about that. Ma
That's
called me
okay.
about medicine, and I thought
Ah.
that took priority.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We only know now that one of the papers is a shark hunting competition in 3 days, and one of the prizes could be scrolls, magic scrolls.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me a second. The guy who was supposed to deliver the medicine is now here again. Give me a second.
Jeez. Okay.
Magic.
Mhm. Wow, that was a big car. Anyway,
Yeah, shark hunting.
yeah. So shark hunting, in the village of Palmaflora, which is just off of the peninsula, right where you guys are. Yeah. And it's like I said, it's pretty vague. It's just meant to like get you to Palmaflora for this like semi festival. Yeah.
Alma Flora, right?
Yep.
Who's running?
I don't know.
Okay. It's a pretty useful map. That one you sent me. The one that is
Yes.
like Google.
Yep. So that's what you guys have seen. You guys can roll. You two can role play if you want while we wait for Austin. So that's what you guys see. There's the shark hunting, and really like none of the other contracts. Like, where the fuck did they all go? And
Oh, the spiny little lizard.
Again, I'm sorry about that.
No,
It's
it
okay.
happens.
Yeah, the guy had to take down my name for the delivery of the box. But yeah, is there any rolls I need to do?
No, we're good.
so yep. So all you found out is that it's a shark hunting competition in Palmaflora. In the next couple of days, there'll be a festival with shark hunting competition.
Ooh. Where is Palma Flora? I'm asking the people around
Oh,
in character.
it's like a little like island, right?
In character.
Yeah, Jules kind of leans back.
I'm asking Vas, not
Oh, okay.
I mean Vas or Jules or people around.
Well,
Yeah.
Jules here, he's the one with all the far range and experience. Isn't that right, Flyboy?
Oh, I mean, you could see Palmaflora from the airships. Like it's just if you go out to the docks and look across, it's just off to you'll see like a lighthouse and some stuff.
Airships.
Like
Yeah, boy, your airships.
Like airships, and I create a little ship with wings, with bare wings.
oh
And I
yeah.
it goes flying.
Yeah.
My
Speaking
boy.
of which, that's why so many people are here today. He's like, what time is it?
Oh,
he
you
looks
don't want to
around.
miss it. Fuck. Now we gotta
He's
spend
like,
the
yeah,
time.
there's an airship coming in.
Yeah, that's all right. We can try and get you on the. We find out where it goes, and then we see if we can get you on. All right, Jules. As always, those are the ways.
I want to go to the flying ship.
Yeah, all right. Come
If
with
it's
us
a flying ship,
because
maybe they could have flying
we've
carpets.
got business. But however, there is a there. If we're gonna have to keep an eye out for Nicola. All right,
Who's Nicola?
well, He's a police officer. He's not.
Me too. And I show my badge. And it disappears.
Oh, look
My
at you with
fingers
all the
like-
tricks. All right.
No
Well,
trick is magic.
oh, I don't have any magic. I just have tricks. Plenty of tricks to keep me safe. Now, here's
Show
the
me.
thing. We need to go catch this airship, all right? Hey, Book Boy. I appreciate you helping us out there, but you got to go. We're not going to be here anymore. I don't know you. You haven't said anything. I mean, he's going to follow us. You're welcome to come with. It's just an
Yeah,
airship.
this is our hideout.
Given my background, do I know where the airship is? And
Oh, yeah.
Could I get in there?
You could have seen a little ship with wings right now.
You know where the air dock is. Like that's where all the ships come in.
Yeah, could I, with my ties, get in there?
Get into the airship?
Get into where normal people wouldn't be allowed. Yeah. Not to the ship itself, but past like the first wall.
Oh yeah, like you can, yes. Like you're talking about the different tiers because it's on the other side of town. It's in the Gilded Esplanade or whatever it's called.
We have to go now, and I throw myself to the floor. I'm tired and out of spells. Short rest.
Yep.
Short rest.
I'm. Jules, you're the one with the time. How do you think we can make it?
Of course,
I
we
mean,
can. Jules, you're my friend. You're my buddy. Who are you gonna listen? My friend Jules or Berry Boy?
We're going to be heading towards the labored.
All right, yeah, no, he
Second.
cuts off. He tries to basically cut off a chunk of the sleeve of your coat. Like his hands is gonna
Hey.
flash up, and
Like a cat. That was pretty close.
okay. There's a knock at the door. 1 second, please.
You are responsible of this.
Harley be barking. Ouch. So I want to make sure I'm answering your question correctly. You can get into I believe it's the Gilded Esplanade that has I can't talk. That has the airport, like the dock for the airships. I would say that knowing the Cobalt Soul and knowing that area, it is a bit richer. Like obviously, like there's a higher standard than these kind of.
I was thinking of cleaning them up and then leading the way towards the airships and giving them that one pass so that the kid could have a better chance. That's it.
Okay.
Oh sure.
You know, like where the normal people will
Hola, ya
come and
cuando
look,
yo como-
but can't get past. I
Yeah,
wanted to know if I could get past that first hurdle. That's it.
Sure. Yeah, I think knowing the Cobalt Soul and showing that you are like a
Scribe.
sage, a sage and a scribe, they would if there was a purpose for your investigation, they would at least let you into the less populated spaces.
Okay.
We'll see
The
what
cobalt, what?
the Cobalt Soul.
The cobalt, like the race cobalt.
No, like the color.
Like cobalt, like the color.
It's
I
a
don't know
color.
about
It's a
colors.
Yeah.
I only know 3 colors. 5 colors. There's red, yellow, blue, green, and a lot of variations.
And a lot of
All
variations.
these.
There's no purple.
Well,
No, that's blue and red.
I'm going to stand up, wave my
So,
hand, and say follow.
so wait, cobalt is a place.
It
Cobalt, what?
It's like a guild. Think about it
Yeah.
like a guild, but a guild of librarians.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And they are the Cobalt Soul.
Mhm.
But what does have
Alright,
to do with the airships?
Oh, the Cobalt Soul, because of their elevated status, they have access where other people wouldn't. Like to basically, like if we were going to try to get Jules on the airship to get him wherever he needs to go, or whatever you guys assume Jules needs, yes, that would be a way to get him on the ship.
And Russell belongs to the Cobalt?
You don't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I,
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. It's because I wasn't sure what I was too out of
Yep.
of not knowing what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wave my hands, have the word follow, and then an arrow pointing down at me, and then leave.
I think he means for us to follow him, and I just heard the baby. So 1 second, please.
What are you reading?
What am I reading?
Reading. You were reading a minute
Oh,
ago.
I was reading the scroll to go over its content. The
Now
one
that
I
we're
had.
talking, do I see he's a bird? Or I don't know how much he's covered.
I'm completely covered. Like there's really just this small little slit for my eyes to look out.
But how are you covered? With a hood or a cloak?
With a hood.
Or...
A hood.
Sorry, my gut is throwing up.
You're good.
I'm gonna
Take your
clean
time.
that back.
Baby, medicine, cat.
No, but I still hear you.
All right. Well,
Ball of fur.
yeah, I'm
Gross.
dressed in a blue colored robe with a cloak and hood. Full hood, full cloak.
You are a small creature, right?
No, I'm a medium creature. I'm just very small for a medium creature.
Oh, okay.
Like
Gross.
appearance. I am 5'1". So just
Yeah, more or less like me. I think I 5'6". I don't know if that's much. I had to calculate it because I don't know how tall are people in foot.
well, an average human in the world, well, this world, is about 5'6", 5'4",
Give or
I
take.
think. Yeah.
I'm average. Okay, now we all together.
Yeah. Vallen's like, well, I suppose the little guy means for us to follow him.
Yeah, let's go.
He got excited about
must
the
be-
airships. Let's go.
And I go to boss and say, he's probably the leader. Pointing to Russell.
Whatever the bag of rags and books is, it seems to know where it's going. Don't be left behind now.
So exciting, making new friends in a new city.
Once we get out onto the streets and into a better kept area of the town, I'm going to immediately turn around and clean all of them with precipitation.
Okay.
So they look a little bit fancier, a little
Okay.
bit more well kept.
Me too.
Okay. Sounds good. So
I
you
was-
guys all now look like, well, you're at least not dirty anymore.
I was pretty dirty.
Well, aren't we fancy?
The clothes on Lil don't necessarily fit him. They've always
at
been a bit
these.
baggy because he's a halfling.
They're
That's your
not black. They're not black anymore. And I put it to boss face. Pretty close.
He pushes you over.
So as you guys are walking, so again, everywhere along these streets, like the prism pathway just changes, and it's very dynamic with every step you take. There's changes in color, changes in texture, just stones from what seem like all over the ocean. As you guys walk down towards where you can see the airport from a distance, you guys are walking along the most like eastern edge of the city, which means that you can look out onto the ocean, where there are boats floating off into the distance, and you can see across the way what looks like another city out on the peninsula. And Voss, Jules, and Russell would all be able to, or not Jules Little, Voss, Jules, Voss, Little, and Russell would all be able to tell you that is Palmaflora.
Did we take the short rest?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so that's one spell back.
Because we used the probably
Yeah.
often
the-
to the thing.
Yeah, the arcane recovery.
Yes. You're mute.
Dope. All right. So yeah, let's move.
All right. As you get to the Gilded I'm gonna fuck this up every time. Esplanade. You come up to the area, and now it seems like everybody that was crowded for the show earlier on the northern part of the city is now crowded for another show in this part of the city. You can see cultures of all different kinds, and people definitely looking dirtier than you, and people looking much cleaner than you, and much more affluent. And everybody is here to see this airship come in. Because airships.
I smile at Russell, and I start cleaning people. Magic clean.
You see a little bit of a wave go through the crowd as people are all of a sudden realizing their clothes are clean.
And I grab up Russell.
There's a little bit of tension in the air. Like there's like something else, like from all of the ruckus earlier, you just feel the crowds are a little leery that something else is going to happen. But as you guys wait, all of a sudden you can hear it before you can see it. Just this low bass. And then out on the horizon, you can see this ship. And now it's the size of a large passenger ship. It looks like one of the ships that would sail in from the ocean. But instead, it is being propelled by what looks like glowing orbs.
With orbs.
Mm-hmm. Just a second.
Harley will not be denied.
In reality,
It
it's
seems
me.
very dark. Or
Yes,
the 5 party members searching simultaneously. I have dark vision. The one human. Ugh.
Yes, so do I.
I'm using minor illusion to make bark noises.
I do not have dark vision.
Crows don't have?
Appreciate my marijuana dinosaur.
I do.
Is marijuana?
No, not really. It just because it looks like it.
Or maybe closing it was
Yeah.
made of grass.
All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah. For
Tyrannowana.
Scream at my dog. So yeah, you see, instead of what would normally be described as like a dirigible like status, these ships look like sailing ships, but with drone like bases that hold these orbs. And it just as it comes in. Now this,
oh fuck.
at least some of you would know, only the most wealthy travel with these airships. And the idea of getting on one would be hard enough. But if you were caught, the trespassing charges alone, would keep you in Port Damali much longer than you maybe want to be here.
I just got here. By
Jules,
the way, probably Jules is very pissed at me right now.
why?
Because we made that short rest, so this charm spell is over.
Oh yes. Sometime along the walk, Jules just gets a little bit more quiet, and he's just like,
Man, that is definitely something Vallen would notice. He was like, you okay? We're going into some serious shit. We can't play around on the docks, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
we can
I don't
play
think.
in the dark right now. I
Uh,
I just imitate both.
yeah, yeah. He kind of is reserved. He's like, well, first of all, you cast a spell on me.
I look
He
like
turns
I don't know what
around
you're
like,
talking about. I thought
Yeah,
we were friends.
yeah.
You
I
were
did
very
too.
rude to me. He showed me the middle finger. I told to boss.
He,
just like I showed him,
I,
yeah. That sounds about right. And then that's
Yeah.
when you feel
Your signs.
uh he turns to his side and specifically taps you with his rapier. It's still in the thing, but like he makes a note of being like, this isn't the time to be lying. All right? We don't
Not a lion. I'm a magic man.
In between them all, I poof up a big stop sign to get their attention,
He looks down. Yes.
and then a caution sign, and then bags of money going into the hands of the kingdom instead of our pockets.
What?
I like this one. No, there's something to be made here, and this one knows.
Well, I didn't understand. Sorry, him.
Like, did not understand him or?
No, him. Yeah, what he did. What Austin did.
Prestidigitation.
On
Yeah, he
what?
made small images.
I made two signs, and then after that, the three. With prestidigitation, you can make harmless illusion image.
Yeah, no, but what did you do with it?
yeah, he
made
didn't
a-
understand what you meant.
I made a stop sign in between all of you to get your attention.
Oh,
Then I made a caution sign to get you guys to actually pay attention, and then I showed some gold or coins, and two sides, a kingdom and a pocket, and I had the coins go into the kingdom instead of our pockets. Well, into the pockets to signify caution. This is dangerous. We can lose a lot of money.
I think he's trying to tell us something.
All
So
right.
you guys, as you stand around, kind of bickering and waiting, this thing lands, and there are ladders that just drop from both of them, but they're not ladders. A piece slides out from the airship and just it's an elevator.
Oh shit.
The people getting off of this ship are dressed in just gorgeous gowns. Their hair is up and in these big, extravagant bouffants and just massive, massive wealth. I mean, it just exudes wealth. Jules sitting in the corner, he's like, no. He's like, that's not the ship, and that's not them. I guess we'll try again in a few days.
Vallen puts his Vallen puts his arm around Jules and kind of like puts his head against his. He's like, "Hey, we'll make sure you get home, boy. I promised you, right?
Yeah.
I can't make the ship come in, but I'll make sure we're here when it does. All right?" And kind of like gives him a
Vader.
knock in the head a little. He's like, "We're here for you, boy."
At that note, I'm going to prestidigitation a where's home to the kid.
I was too little. I don't really remember. We were on the airship for a long time. And when they dropped us off, well, we stopped. My mom wanted us to go stretch our legs, so we walked through the beaded alley and I lost her. And then the ship left without me, and I still haven't found them. So I don't know. I'm just hoping they'll come back.
Come every day here?
Every time there's a ship.
Well, ships don't always come in, but yeah. I'm gonna go back. I'll see you guys later.
Last name question mark.
Walks off.
He stops him for a second and then hands him a dagger. He's like, "Hey, Twitch and his boys are a little antsy today. He actually spit at me today, that son of a bitch. But they're a little antsy, so keep this with you."
All right, thanks.
To be a speed?
Twitch is a black dragonborn. He's a black dragonborn. He, so they have the abilities of their dragon parentage, or
But you like to be a speed on?
no. I swear to God, boy, and don't you fucking. Thank
Jules
you.
takes the dagger and he just goes off and he's like, "You can just call me Jules. I don't have a last name. I wouldn't know it even if somebody asked. Sorry, bird." And he walks off. Oh, he doesn't know you're Bird. He's just sorry, little bag of books. And he,
That's so sad. So
Do you have a name, Books? Or are we just gonna call you Books? Or Ragamuffin? I like that one a little.
What's your name, little fairy boy?
My name is Vallen. But there are those that call me Voss.
Voss it is.
Yes.
Because we're good friends. And I punch him like this in the belly.
You have to scrouch down so much, he just flicks you in the nose while you're doing it.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe someday you'll learn why. But you can call me Voss or Vallen or V, whichever.
I'm more the one, but everybody calls me Morty.
In
Hello,
front of
Morty.
you, well, in front of my guy, you see a letters pop up that spell Russell.
Russell.
Oh, like the way when the birds clean their feathers and they rustle them about.
You don't know it's a bird. Nobody knows it's a bird.
No. He just used that as an example, like Russell, because you don't have a. And nobody here has a last name.
You have a lot of books. And I the books.
you hear from off in the distance. Boss, I can see you.
That means you're not close enough to catch me, but dearie. And then he starts moving away from the voice. He's like, let's go.
Who said that?
Let's go. That was the Nikolai I told you about, dear. Let's go.
You're telling us to go?
Yeah. He's like, come on, follow me. We got to move through the crowd.
Okay, I follow him.
He's going to get us anyway. He's very good at this. So you guys go ahead. I'll sacrifice myself. Go. Whatever you want to do.
He doesn't know us.
Exactly.
I go in front and say again with the two signs, "Follow me," and then
we'll follow him. We'll keep going as long as we're following him.
Yes, Boss Russell.
And I'll use perception to keep an eye out for Nicola.
Okay.
16.
No, you don't see him. If y'all have moved into the crowd, so is he. So.
Yep, that's kind of what I figured. I was like, fuck, he's very good at this. All right, he's like kind of neck on a swivel.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
I'm leading them back to the temple.
Okay, back to the colossal. Okay. So where Russell takes you is a place that, Boss, you really have never showed interest in. It is just another building to you in this particular area of town. I mean, it's still the wealthy side of town. I mean, there's money here.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't really, there's nothing about a library that would interest you short of if you were doing research, which would you be? As you walk up, it's a massive building. One of the bigger buildings in the city. And you walk up, Russell, it's stone steps to get up and great big doors to open. But once you're inside, books everywhere. Places to sit and read books, lots of people for a library.
I slap boss, very nervous. Books.
He like grabs his hands, just like fucking puts them down. He's like, okay. And then like pushes them onto Russell. So he's not like
No, I'm
books.
I'm backing away. I'm not making any contact with him.
He's like trying to guide you at him. Just
I go running through for the books.
I immediately put a caution sign in front of his face and point him towards the front desk.
And I do Matrix to avoid the sign and keep running.
Okay. Make a will save.
he said his face. I saw that. He's like, wait, what?
14.
Fuck. There's will here.
Wisdom.
Yeah. Roll
in
just
the
a.
top- Yeah, near the top right, you have your box.
Oh.
Okay,
dear.
you fall prone on the floor laughing, and I'm going to snap my fingers and point towards you, boss, to him, and say, and just walk.
This is so funny.
All right, let's listen. All right, let's. He seems like he knows what he's talking about. At least he's kind of like looks down at Morty like. So you are the one that did that to what's his nuts back there. Thank you. You took one of them off of us. Next time, don't just take one paper. Take all the papers. But I appreciate it.
Those people was crap, and I keep laughing.
Yeah, I'm gonna put up so that boss knows to drag the.
Yeah. He has like no strength. He's got to like. Him and Jules both have to. Or I guess it would be him and Lil.
Yeah.
Trying to drag this fucking dude.
Let's see.
Oh.
I don't think
By the
Lil's
way,
gonna be much help.
I have my spell book strapped in my back, so I didn't say that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right.
Because I didn't show you.
So a strength check.
Well, no.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Lil's got a +0, so.
Yeah, I've got a -1, and I just rolled a. So yeah, 2. I'm guessing.
So you grab one ankle, Lil grabs the other, and the book that is on Morty's back gets hung up on the edge of the stairs, and you get pretty much nowhere. And it's at that point that a very tall, very thin-faced, sallowed woman walks over, and she is like, "What are you doing in the library?"
Helping him up the stairs.
I try to get their attention.
I start laughing at her face.
Yeah,
So funny face.
he came down with the giggles. You see, we don't know quite.
She kind of leans past these two balls of chaos and looks at Russell because she's very used to seeing Russell. He's very quiet. She says, "Russell, what is this? You've never brought in this kind of mess before."
I hold up the chart page and I say, "These can help."
He looks hurt by her words.
She takes a look at it, and she's like, "And they're going to be helping you, I guess."
I make 2 backs and a hand scratching both of them.
Gotcha. Okay. if you wouldn't mind telling them the rules. Number 1, be quiet in the library.
I keep laughing louder and louder. And this is not my fault.
You can break the spell if you
Oh
want.
yeah, but I don't know when.
She casts the spell magic and walks away.
That was
And
awesome.
walks away.
That was awesome.
I
You are-
follow.
You're in the library of the
I
kobolds.
thumbs up, Russell. Can I go read books now?
I shake my head no and continue following.
There must be private books.
So she
While moving, can Vallen just kind of... He doesn't really know what he's looking for, but, like, he, like, kind of the changing seasons, books on things like that, because he doesn't know what to even start looking for, and books on guns, if he sees any of those.
Okay. Yeah.
Patow! 25.
So you, as you're walking, since you're just following along, you're not like perusing research. You're
No.
following
I'm
this,
like, as I move,
this
yeah.
librarian down the hallway, basically. And she sits you. She points to a desk for you guys to sit. But as you're going to sit down, as you're passing by a bookshelf, you see a book that all it has is an image of bad news, basically, along the bookend.
Oh yeah,
That's
he
all you
grabs
see.
that.
It's leather bound. It's etched in or like burnt in, and that's all you can see.
He tries to grab the book.
You're too far away from it.
Too
You're
far
sitting
away.
at a table.
All right, mental note.
So she has you guys sit down for a minute and she walks away. The next person that comes to see you guys just very much oozes this very stern, strong demeanor. His shoulders are very broad. His skin is dark brown, and he wears very loose fitting clothes. And he sits down at the table and he looks at Russell and he asks, Russell, why have you brought these two here?
I hold up a piece of paper again and make the sign of they scratch my back, I scratch their back.
Are you looking for them to stay here?
I do the signs of yes.
I just shrug.
No, that's not. Excuse me. We can speak for ourselves. We have a place to stay. Thank you. But
I
if, I mean,
do a sign of I don't have a place to stay. I make a little Morty in the rain with no house. And I look at Russell and thumbs up again.
We'll offer you sanctuary for the time being.
Can I read books?
Yes, you may. Break any of
Do you
our
have
rules?
Magic books?
Yes.
Do you have storybooks?
Yes.
Cooking books?
Probably.
Can I go running now?
Let's get you set up first. and then you can go. You break any of our rules. You destroy any of our books. You'll be out of here as fast as you came in.
Who would destroy a book?
I make a large, noticeable finger pointing at you. Little.
I know. That was another life, okay?
No, I'm just based on your actions earlier. You're very.
Oh no, I
handsy.
was super excited to go
Yeah.
reading books.
Yeah, I know. And that's why I was like pointing at you.
I'm not gonna scratch the books or eat the books. That's something stupid that only a cat would do.
fucking cats.
And when you're in the main antrum of the library, Stay quiet. The old librarian is a lot more powerful than she gives off.
And I do a sign like I can talk with signs too.
Okay. And then he turns to Voss. I guess you have a place to stay.
A man of means I am, he says as he fixes his shirt, you know. It's like,
He kind of looks you up and down. And he says,
Yeah, me too, man.
Clearly.
you and
How
all
old
of your
are you?
books and judging in the covers, I see.
How old are you, little fairy?
However, speaking of books and covers, before I head back home, I was wondering, I don't suppose you have a loan policy, so could I read a book before I go? I just a quick snippet of a book I saw yonder on the way over here.
You can read books. You cannot keep books.
Fair deal.
They won't go with you if you try.
I won't even try. Trust me, I have got more important things to carry than books.
Clearly.
I then step in front of Boss and say, your, in quick words, your little friend's information.
Oh, you mean, Jules? Sad one that. All right. And I tell him everything I know about Jules, like how he came off the ship and stuff like that. We haven't super talked about this out of character, so I don't want 100%. If you want me to ad-lib some stuff, you know what I mean, I'm okay with that. I just didn't know what you wanted.
I mean, you can ask about it. The guys. I mean, the Order of the Cobalt Soul is going to know something.
Yep,
But
that's
some
what
research.
I'm getting at.
Is
yes,
there a
like-
way to find like a ship manifest or something that showed passengers, say, what, 2 or 3
up.
years ago?
Yeah, thumbs up.
Yep.
Oh,
This is
They-
all right.
I then
Yes.
point around, look at all the books.
All right. Your point is taken. Oh, holy bagman.
Are you asking? I mean, are you asking for us to do the research or for you to do the research on your own? Either
I
way.
point to myself.
Okay.
Oh, you'll help?
And
Oh, and then we're scratching the back of you with the sharks, isn't it?
then thumbs up.
Sharks.
We're already kind of halfway there. You're a tricky little fuck, you are. All right. I respect a fair hustle.
Who's hustling?
Can I at least see the face of the man that hustled me? Or woman. I don't judge.
I shake my head no. Immediately no.
True. To be fair, all you see of him is like this. Like, you don't really see anything but like his face.
Boss or Russell?
Voss.
Okay.
Like
Why?
he just
Why
has
can't
his face visible, like kind of like, yeah, and he's all got wrapped up.
He's got a cloak on. He's had
Yeah.
a cloak on this whole
Oh.
time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and then when I've been
Yeah, you were
Touching.
doing that. That's why I wasn't like, and you cut your fingers on his horns. On the branches.
did I or not?
No, you
right?
didn't because of the
Okay.
cloak. Yeah. But yeah, fine. You find that out. That would be great, dear. You find that out, and I'll go look at the thing that caught my eye really quick, and then I'll catch right up to you. All right. And he puts his hand out to shake. Fair deal as you
Thumbs up.
got.
Yeah, I just thumbs up and Black Crow comes and lands on your shoulder.
He's like he's like. Hello.
Can I go?
It's
Looking
like,
for books too?
oh, once the bird lands on his shoulder, the inside of Voss's shirt starts to go a little batshit, and you see and you hear, and then out the other side and down his arm and kind of cowering at his boot, a little flying squirrel, etched its way out of his safe spot in and Vallen's clothing, but now there's a giant fuck off bird there. I
I
say giant by
put my
comparison.
finger to touch the little scooter.
He's like, hey. No,
You
he
little fella.
moves back. I'm like, Monsty, it's fine. And he puts down, and Monsty grabs hold of his hand. He's still like hiding on, like, if his hand's over here and the bird say on this shoulder, he is solidly on this side of the hand. You
I
know what
also
I mean?
have a friend, and I pull out a blue chicken. It's a little weird, but I throw it away before you catch a good glimpse
Just
of
look
it,
at it. Oh, all right. Well, this is Monsty.
and disappears.
This is my friend Monsty.
Is it magic? And I poke it.
No, hey, and he slaps your hands. He's like, don't poke the Monsties. All right?
Do
Jeez.
you want a nut?
He's fine for now. He's like, but he can you take your bird? He doesn't really, he's not friends yet.
I sign and Evelu, find me.
Sorry,
And
what?
I start working off. Evelu.
Ebulu.
Oh,
Yeah, Evelu.
all right. So, yeah. And then I go and find that book with bad news on it.
Yeah.
Is that the bird's name? Is that
Yeah.
what you named it?
Elvul.
Elbulu.
It's kind of New York accent. I take it. Evelu. I was just looking through a name generator for random round names. I was like, that works.
So are we gonna stay here long? Or is just us going to pick up the book, eye it, and keep going?
I mean, we can whatever you guys want to do.
He said something about setting us up here.
Yeah, so you have a place to stay here at the Cobalt Soul. It's just like any other bunk like situation. It's not individual like rooms or anything like that, but you have a bed and a place to stay in a quiet library full of books.
So, can I go pick up the books? And I go running. Remember silence and rules, and I go very slowly. And I like a little break, if we may,
Sure.
Yeah.
and then go on.
Okay.
I have to
Hey,
pee.
I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back.
I think that's what we're all
That-
about to
that's
do.
it. Okay.
All right, we have to hold it for each other. That's the rules.
And back. Anybody else here?
Yep, just got back myself.
Okay. Cool. Your little character gives me BB vibes from Final Fantasy IX.
Because he doesn't talk.
Yeah, because he doesn't talk and like I picture him. I know he's like fairly average size, but like with his like whole body covered, I just like picture him like bobbing down the street, like walking like a like a bird would,
It reminds me
Nice.
to Vivi from Final
Yeah.
Fantasy IX.
Yeah. That's where my mind went when I started.
I've never played that game, though I know VV well.
Mm.
I played recently, but I stopped playing. I dropped it.
He's a pretty good wizard too. His fire spells hit hard.
Yeah, isn't he a black wizard?
He is.
Yeah, in that game there are more fixed roles compared with other Final Fantasies.
Yep.
At
I
least
know.
the newer ones.
Yep. I know for wizards, there's the blue, black, red,
Mm-hmm.
and then white as well, maybe?
Yeah, you have the healers, the summoners. Maybe the healers and summoners are the same. And
I
the
think
black
so.
ones. That is fire and lightning and damage in general.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Also, it's cool because in the story of the game, it is a thing, not like Final Fantasy VII that they just use materia.
Mm-hmm. I liked the ability to be more diverse with the materia from Final Fantasy VII.
I used to love. I love the materia.
Yeah, that was like the most versatile, like magical option. That's why I liked it the most. Although
Yeah.
I will say that like people didn't like Final Fantasy VIII as much because you had to have the abilities, you had to have that particular GF.
And you have to be 15 and so edgy to like it.
That too, but there's a game mechanic in that game that is super broken, and it's the card mod options. So Quetzalcoatl can do this thing called card mod, where it can take character cards and mod them into magic.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I don't remember that. I mean, I played the game and I remember to play a lot of the card game, but I don't remember what you said.
Yeah, you want the cards.
And like the cool part about it was like, I mean, you could hit for like 1,000+ damage right out the gate at like level 1 with that ability. Like so the way I broke the game is like when I started, I went down to the embankment where the ocean is, and I just ran around there and killed fish. And I equipped Quetzalcoatl because you get him first to Squall, and then the first thing that you level up is the card mod, and then you can just start equipping magic, and you can do create card too. Like one of the GFs, it might be Quetzalcoatl, will also create cards out of monsters.
Yep.
And so you can turn monsters into cards once you get them down to a certain level. Basically, all you need is like a solid like 50 of those fish. You can card mod them into Tornado and put like 999 of them on like one ability and hit for thousands of damage.
Oh, we talking Final Fantasy VIII?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it on my hit points right now.
Yeah.
And then you can also use
I have it on
sparks to sell.
Zell's strength. Sorry.
But you can now play the remasters and just say, I want to do 10,000 damage and be immortal.
More or
and
less.
kill myself automatically.
Yeah.
Actually, I've done it in Final Fantasy IX when I was bored of running through some areas.
Mm-hmm.
I love Final Fantasy IX.
I've enjoyed a lot the combat this time around, compared with Final Fantasy VII specifically.
Mm-hmm.
It felt more like D&D.
Yeah.
No, exactly. I mean, no.
Just more versatile.
the
You're talking
classes
about the
and
remake.
no, I mean 9, Final Fantasy 9,
Oh, gotcha.
because I like to have the rogue, the fighter, the tank,
All right,
and
I
in
was gonna
Final Fantasy
say
7 everybody is everybody.
I was about to vehemently argue with you because I thought you were talking about 8. I was like, listen, it doesn't matter
Oh.
who your party is in 8. It's
I
all
don't remember much of 8. I played in its time and never again.
Well,
Oh, I gotta
each
piss.
character has their own specific weapon
Dude.
type as well, Nate.
Fucking Beth is so lucky. When I stream and she would have to deal with the kids by herself, they're both passed out. Like, I'm trying not to be petty. I want to go down there and just start clanging bottles.
Wake up, assholes!
Right?
I would not do that.
I am
because
not
then that
going
puts
to.
pressure on you.
Don't do it. All
No,
right,
I'm not
so
making up babies.
you guys are in the Cobalt Soul, looking at books. Who wants to go first?
I've really quick. I find my book and then find Kenku or Russell.
Okay.
Haven't come back.
You what?
I still haven't come back from making
Oh, okay.
a light dinner.
Oh, you haven't come back
but
yet.
Go on.
Okay.
I'm
No,
listening.
no. That's okay. Sorry, I just thought you were.
No, don't worry. I'm listening.
Okay. All right.
To the
So, Vallen, you walk over, you find this leather-bound book, and it's a normal sized book. It's not like a great big book, but it is leather-bound. It has the picture of a big cannon-like gun on it, and it doesn't have a lot of markings on the front of it. It just says Derolo-esque, basically, on the front of it.
Mm.
All right. So that book goes. Oh, sorry, gun here. So over here. And
You don't want to open it?
yeah, I mean he'll check it out while he's there. Fuck it, why not? Flip through, see if he finds anything that resembles his gun.
Yeah. It's not really like a legend of different guns. It's more the history of the Derolo family.
All right, so that's just.
And so there's not a ton of information regarding the guns beyond one chapter that talks about Percival.
All right, definitely. All right, he's just finding
And
that.
the creator of the weapons and the one with which the insignia was made after.
Yeah, he's reading that as he's going to find. He's reading the chapter on Percy.
Okay.
And the bird's poking you every once in a while and pointing you in the direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. He's like, oh no, I was. Yeah, okay. Thank you, dear.
It's like a tap tap point, tap tap
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, like just the beak, just poke his little cheek. Well, poke Vallen's the side of his cheek with the side of his beak, and then points his beak in the direction.
I pass next to Vallen reading. Do I
Oh.
see a gun in his book?
No,
I
you
pass?
don't. It's mostly just letters.
Okay.
There's not a lot of like pictures.
Then I go to the magic book section, and since this is season 0, and I'm not sure even how much money I have,
Mm-hmm.
and I even don't know which spell I would like to learn. Can
mean,
I
you can
just
look.
do an investigation to see if I find any spell?
Yeah, you can definitely do any investigation. I mean,
Well,
we're gonna
yeah.
hang on one second.
A B?
If you have the same start as I do, you don't have the money to
Oh,
do it.
no, probably no. But
Is-
maybe knowing that here are the books for the future reference.
Yeah, so you can go in and write them. Okay, so go ahead and give me investigation.
Oh, this is so close, but it's an owl.
I did 26.
Oh, you did? Oh, I'm so sorry. I did
Oh,
not
that
see
was
it.
a natural 20. I didn't understand the B.
Why is it not loading? My game log is frozen? Okay, okay. All right. So.
Yeah, natural 20. Hoo-hoo.
Okay. Yeah, buddy.
First natural 20 of the campaign. Way.
Hey.
Okay.
I would
Let
like.
me.
Well, I don't care.
Okay. Sorry, let me get my list.
Is there an obvious clerk nearby?
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely people like the Cobalt Soul. The monks of the Cobalt Soul are typically adorned in like a black with like blue silk lining throughout. Like you can see them. They're all very built the same way. They're all very sturdy people, and they're all doing different things. There are a few other like wizard-looking like people who are also doing research that you can kind of just tell are wizards doing research. So you find trying to filter through these. So you find Ray of Sickness, Snare,
Uh-huh.
Unseen Servant, and Alter Self.
Alter self is higher level, right?
It's a level 2.
Nice. Gotcha. I'm gonna stay here reading.
Okay.
By the way,
All
do you
right.
guys want me to share a picture of what I think of Russell is?
That would be dope. I haven't been able to do anything, and I'm not
Okay.
artistic like that. So.
I was just asking because I didn't want to.
Yeah, it'd be dope. Yeah, but Vallen kind of puts a bookmarker there, not bends a page. He's not an animal. He bends. He makes the marker there and kind of puts it under his arm, and then finds the lady, and he's like, "Excuse me, hello, person, whoever you are, can I thank you?"
This stern looking monk, she kind of just side eyes him.
Yeah, really cool with little cheeks.
Hello. I was wondering.
My name is Expositor Doran.
Expositor Doran, I was wondering if you could help me with something. I know how, like, okay, don't be alarmed. Please, this is just, and he kind of pulls open his cloak so that she can see the gun well before his hand gets there. He's like, so you can see. And he takes it out. He's like, is there, I don't know, like a manual for this thing? I've never been in a library.
You're Fae, aren't you?
No, I'm Vallen. Some may call me Voss. Vallen of the Shifting Seasons. I do believe you may have heard of me.
Yeah, that makes you Fae.
Well, I think sexuality's more of an open expression thing, not a category thing. It's not.
Go away.
But no, about the gun, though. I don't mean to be rude. I'll shut up about the whole Faye thing. Whatever you need. But the gun, please.
Why don't you go find someone who plays with guns?
Thank you for all of your considerable help. And then leaves. You're
It just goes back. She just goes back to her research.
It's like,
That was very
you're a
racist.
Fae. Who's she calling a Fae? What the fuck is a Fae?
You don't know? Oh yeah.
It's not really in the words we
is-
use, more like
is it-
hunger, starve, stab.
It's not common knowledge what fails are.
Not really, no.
I don't know.
That's more for bookworms like me and you.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
even That's elves and mystic creatures from the past or something like that, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a creature from a certain type of plane that's referred to as Fae, or
Okay.
characters, races with certain blood ties to them.
All right. Oh, I forgot.
All right, he comes back. It's like, all right, Expositor Dolan's kind of a very sturdy lady. He's just kind of realizing where he is for a second. She kept calling me a fae. I don't know what it is. Russell, you literally carry around books. All I know is that you're a book guy. So,
Would my character know this, or should I make a wisdom check or intelligence?
do a wisdom check, because Theo just ran into a very randomly hyper intelligent
Oh, okay.
like expositor, like an expositor doing research, like, and it was just literally like downcast, like that expositor was like, you're nothing but fucking trouble. And face.
Now, could I do arcane? History, maybe? Or just straight wisdom? Because wisdom has to do with more of the survival and street knowledge and things like that.
Yeah, why don't you give me a wisdom check, but it's not for what you think.
Okay. Straight wisdom.
Is
Yep.
never mind.
Oh!
What happened?
Natural one. First
That was
natural
almost
one.
a 19 on that roll.
oh, I've seen those. The way they roll is such.
It bounced, it spun around, and it landed on the one. I was like, "Ah."
No, it's sad. You feel like there's something there, but it's just not coming up. It's like right on the tip of your bird tongue. You're just like, what? Where would I know that from? But he's got nothing for you.
He puts the book out from under his arm, and he's like, all right, I'm going to finish this chapter, and then I got to go find Jules. Lil, do you need anything, buddy? You hung?
Oh, Lil didn't come with you. Once
he
you
didn't?
walked, once you started walking through the esplanade up into the library, he was like, "I'm out."
All right. Yeah, I've got to go get a hold of Lil and them, but I've... So this is the guy that started it. And he's just kind of like, like kind of like fades thought back into the book,
Love it when that happens.
Right? And so yeah, that's his next probably like hour, or it's just one chapter,
Sure.
To my inquiry about his little friend's history.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. With your time, you have managed to find actually, roll me an investigation.
Okay. Yes, +6, thank God.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Yeah. So with that, you were able to find a frame of time, which with Jules has kind of mentioned that or maybe Boss has mentioned that Jules has been here for. You found the book, like all of those books, and you are now going through them. You at least have the resources. Now we just have to pen down like what day per se, because Jules is not in the headset to be like, I came here on March 5th.
Yep. That's what I was asking for all the information.
Yeah. So you have the resources. Now you just need to like whittle it down.
All right.
And you'll have to work with Jules to like get that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, with what you've done and what you found, I'm guessing your boss is heading back to his hideout. Morty and Russell are going to stay up studying and then at some point go to bed, unless there's anything else you want to do particularly.
Morty's compulsively reading.
Okay.
I'm gonna find my drinking buddy.
Okay.
You have a drinking buddy?
Yes.
All right.
Everybody should.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay. Not bad. 15.
Yeah. So it takes you a little bit, but you find her. She is also eyeballs deep in books. When you find her, there's a pile on one side and another pile on the other side, and she is just, you can tell she's like in the zone. Like no, just like poke is gonna like get her to pay attention. She is
Oh
in
yeah.
it.
I'm just gonna sit down with two shot glasses, the drink of choice, and the books that I previously had.
Mm. Okay, and she hears the like glasses hit, and she stops for a second. She looks up. And she's like, "Ah, Russ, thank you." And she takes the shot, and she kind of sits back for a minute, and she's like, "Man, being Warforged is hard. I guess I've got a lot of work to do." How did your day go? Did you find the scrolls you were looking for?
And I say, scroll, research.
And she kind of puts her hand out. What are you looking for?
No, I'm asking like what her. I shove her books back, and I hand her my scroll, the scroll that I got for the shard, to confirm that I did get what I want. But I was asking like, what's her research that she's doing today?
Oh. And she's like, I'm just looking through history of Warforged wizards. You know, I've always been kind of more in your face, and I want to stay like that. And I mean, I don't know that I'm going to get everything I'm looking for here. I don't know.
Could I assist her?
Yeah, you can help her.
All right.
So go ahead. I will, let's see. Give me a knowledge check. Ooh. Sorry, I got distracted. Give me a knowledge check.
There's no knowledge.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, an investigation.
Okay, investigation. Oh, come on, that was an 18. It says 8.
Yeah. After you kind of like move the books back together, you and her start drinking more than you start researching. And before you know it, she's kind of leaning in her chair and she's like, well, tonight's a wash. And she kind of just plops down on the books.
I
You're the
shush
same!
them. I shush them.
And they're both just snoring. Not terribly loudly, but oddly enough, give me a perception check, Morty.
Me?
Yeah.
Performance perception. Seven.
Nope. All you can tell is they're sleeping.
So I close the book about Alter Self. Very interesting reading. And I'm gonna go to Expositor Lauren. I'm gonna tag her from the cloak. Shh. Do you have any books about flying carpets? And I do this dance silently.
She's still reading and still doing research, and she's just like, what is going on today?
Flying carpets.
Flying carpets?
Yes,
No.
like in the stories.
I know what you mean. No.
Do you have books about stories with flying carpets?
You might check the children's section.
And I go running, screaming, reading!
And she snaps her book shut, shoves it back into the bookshelf. I'm leaving. Just like walks out.
Isn't she in charge of the library?
No, that was just an
Oh.
expositor monk that was in the area.
Bro, we broke an expositor. We win. I don't care what anybody says.
If you were here, you could steal that book now.
No. That
No,
has nothing to do
you
with her.
wouldn't.
But
Oh yeah,
I
it's magic
no.
books, right?
It's
Like enchanted.
If you here's a tip:
Oh.
don't
it's a
steal
tip.
from this library. You will make an enemy, a very, very powerful enemy.
Actually, I'm pretty good nature. I mean, not good at stealing. I mean, I'm stealing is fine.
Yeah. I definitely
Misbehaving in the library is bad.
on my trip home I definitely kind of like make sure to take like side streets and keep an eye out for Nicola. And,
All right. So
and
give me
Rondus.
a perception check.
And a stealth check because I am going to be moving.
And are you still you're not into your book? You read your book before you left?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yep, give me a perception.
And you're gonna have to tell me a story about someone with magic
13.
carpets.
And
Okay.
stealth,
And give me a stealth check.
20.
Yeah. You see Nicola. He doesn't see you. And he's on patrol. He's just walking a street, just kind of muttering to himself under his breath as he goes.
All right, maintaining my stealth. I just sneak up behind him and walk in pace with him for a second.
Okay. Give me a second here. Hold, please.
But like from obviously not like within arm's reach behind him, you know what I mean?
Right. Perception, wisdom.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I want to roll a dice. What is happening? Sorry, guys, give me a second.
It's okay.
All good.
I have a feeling sometime during the week we're going to be doing something like this, but over Foundry, so.
Yeah,
Or at
There
least in the months to come, rather.
Right.
there we go.
Is it wrong that I kind of like the theater of the mind?
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure.
once it's only going to be for combat. That's all that's going to be for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
And even then,
I'm a big fan too.
it went well today as far as like,
Yeah,
just
it's
the
going dope.
Mm.
proximity of people. But he rolled a 1.
Nice.
He don't see shit.
So yeah, I take a step behind him, and like, I essentially jiggle his belt and jump back, like, not
He
taking
just-
anything, just whoosh, and then like a quick jump back. Like
So he just stops. Like
Yep.
he just full stops and he just doesn't move.
yeah, I'm backing up and I laugh. And Nicola, I missed you at the show today.
Did you?
We
Why?
had to go see something. Very important business. I just wanted to check in, let you know I wasn't running from you. I was running to something else.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you. I know you had that scuffle today.
I've been good today. I threw nary a punch or a blade.
Well, your friends don't really care took out 5 of our guards.
What? Oh, are they okay? Those poor tears. It
You
couldn't have
don't
been
care.
my boys. We're just children. We're just wee little ones. And he's making sure, like, to keep that fucking space, like, very keenly aware of the space he needs.
He takes a step towards you.
Yep, and he's just taking that step back where it's like, I feel, yeah, I feel for them. I do, but we're just
But it's
kids.
just slow steps as you're talking, just slow steps towards you.
He's like, no. Let's just keep our space and our boundaries. You know, I'll respect yours. You respect mine.
One of these days, Vallen, you're gonna find yourself in hot water. You should get home. I got work to do.
I have a good night, Nicola. And he bamps to the top of a roof and takes off.
He just rolls his eyes and just keeps going back to work. He's just like, I don't understand that kid. He's creepy as fuck with his no eyeballs.
But yeah, he just does that and then books home. He has an ominous feeling after Nicola's like, you should hurry home.
So you get there, and Little has hung the wanted posters on the walls of these like random individuals. And he says, one of these days that's gonna be me.
You're damn right.
Over in the other side of the room, in a dark section, Jules is sleeping. And Lil sits back and he's like, yeah, he's been sleeping since I got back here. I don't know if he's really sleeping or like false sleeping because he doesn't want to talk to us.
Well,
But he hasn't said.
We're looking into the manifest for the ships. We'll find it. We're zeroing in. And when he wakes up, whenever he decides to wake up and speak to us, I'm just here to let him know. We're going to find him. We're going to find his home, and we're going to send him there. I promised.
I sure hope so. He really doesn't fit in here. I think he's going to get hurt if he stays here.
That's my worry, too. You know, for such a little man, you have such a giant heart.
Thanks, boss. One of these days, we're going to run this city.
Oh, this city will be small potatoes for what we run.
Then he kind of leans back and lays back. He's like, we still got to get all those contracts.
Twitch was smart this time. We'll get him. A cobalt soul, food, place to stay, all the books you can read. Books are power. I think those two we met today will come in awful handy.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
They helped us out a lot.
Okay. And as he's talking, I'm guessing this is like nighttime, we're all going to bed and stuff. You can see like as time goes by, the stiffness of the hair and the brownness kind of just fades, and it goes back to being like spiky white short hair, like the veins.
Weren't you wearing a cap?
Oh yeah, well he takes it off because he's going to sleep. Yeah. And the veins and stuff recede, and he's just really kind of like he almost looks like a blank slate is a kind of a weird way to put it.
Can I ask a question out of character?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff that Phil said right now, that kind of description revelation, isn't it better to keep it until you're in front of someone to see?
It could be just part of the narrative of what he's doing while he's sleeping. I mean, yeah, like you guys don't necessarily know that he can do that. Like it's just part of his character. I mean, yes, it makes more sense to do it when other people are watching, but Lil's used to it. He's seen it 100 times.
Yeah, I guess it was me just like because part of this is to get to the character. You know what I mean?
Yes, but if you do something like that in front of us, it's gonna have a reaction. Now I have to pretend that I don't know that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You having explained that, maybe you forget when you are in front of us, and it's
Yeah,
not something that
it's not
never
even something
comes
he
out.
thinks about at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
and it's probably gonna take a while before you guys see him like to the point where you're like, holy shit, he's changing. You know what I mean? Like even at night, he'll be in his cloak and stuff. He'll have a blanket wrapped around him.
The eyes change.
That he can't hide. Yeah.
No, I mean if they
Yes.
change too.
Yeah.
So next time I see
The
you, it's gonna be different colors.
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, and then as I'm guessing Lil passes out, they just end up talking about how they're gonna run this fucking town. And yeah, I make sure to bar the door, do all the safety stuff, and I don't know if we have any traps, but set those. It'd be like Kevin McAllister type Home Alone shit, but
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
yeah, and then he kind of like gets all of his possessions and like kind of like wraps up like it's another pillow and goes to sleep holding his stuff.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. Morty.
Do the
Sure.
the library close? Anytime?
No. Well, you sleep there, so for you, no.
So I'm gonna keep.
They think you sleep there. They think you sleep there.
So how long it's been? Because maybe I'm hungry.
It's been, I would say we're probably at roughly the end of the day, like probably like 7, 8 o'clock at night. Like everybody's kind of gone their own way. There's food out there.
In the library.
No, if you have to
Oh.
leave the library and go out onto the
Should I leave
Esplanade,
the-
but you don't really have any money.
I'm gonna keep reading
Okay.
because I can't stop reading. That's what I do.
Okay, so you read. All right. Well, do we want to keep playing or do we want to call it? You're muted. I don't understand anything you're saying.
For several days. But I will leave that up to everybody else. And yeah, Rev, that is good. That was good, like constructive criticism.
No, it wasn't criticism. It was a question,
Well,
but constructive question.
yeah, okay, fair enough. Either way, I appreciate it, and that's Sorry to make you have to act. Because next
No,
time because you don't
I
know.
was wondering because I skipped the character description, but precisely because I wasn't in front of anybody watching.
Oh, all right.
Which is different because it's not like I was hiding the description.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it can be a good place to stop, or if you want to play much more.
I mean,
Well, I'd like to save just like a little bit of time to talk about what you liked, what you didn't like, how to win. Just give like a bit of a session review.
I like it. I enjoy it a lot. I have one question, one doubt, but this is the story.
What do you mean?
No, I haven't asked the question yet.
Oh, okay.
Like the point when we have to stick together, that has to come yet, right?
Yeah, no, this was just you guys meeting each other. Because like we still got to figure out if Marty can play, and if so, then we have to introduce him, and then session 1 will happen.
Okay.
Which I'm sure you can figure out what kicks that off now. So, no?
Me?
it's not going to be a shark hunt, is it?
Particularly? Oh well, yeah. I want to go shark hunting.
Yeah.
And
I am not
I
fucking
guess I
meant
have
for
to go
this.
eating too. So is
And Vallen only
Voss-
bam.
Is
Oh.
Voss bisexual?
What?
Voss.
What?
Is he bisexual or gay?
Honestly, it depends on the season.
I guess.
It's
No,
his.
Shush. We'll see when the season's
I'm
come.
supposed to be able to talk about it now.
Don't do that in any season.
Don't do that in any season. No, Don't worry. His sad seasons are
So
not
is Justin here?
Yeah.
I'm here, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was a long time. Yes.
But yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
here
don't
to
mind
continue
recording.
playing.
You don't